good hello, and welcome to Cascade Sunfall, which is Arc 5. It's part 7 of Arc 5. It's the 9th of May, 2026. I'm Viktor, the GM, and here are the players.
I'm Sean, and I'll be playing Falkwin, who's the mystical speaker who keeps a magic ally.
Good evening, my name's Alexander. Tonight I'll be playing Lockheart Dourf, who's an empathic speaker and exactly the sort of person we want interpreting the law.
Hello, I'm Hannah, and I play Myr'ra Pentergast, a Helborn Adept who sheds her skin.
Evening everyone, I'm Chris, I'm playing Nediam, a Half-Elven explorer who likes to infiltrate.
Okay, so what bugs me now is all the cameras are not like lined up the way I'd want them to be. But I'm not going to deal with that because that's just quite frankly that can go fuck itself.
OCD coming in, OCD attack coming
That's
in.
more just because in my brain it didn't line up with the intros, and I was like, oh, we're not going like left to right, and then but that's fine. That's my own issues. Anyway, what do you remember from last time?
We were on the road.
Yeah, started the journey.
We're on the road again.
Yes.
Lucy provided a TARDIS-like carriage, which we were travelling in.
Legally distinct TARDIS-like carriage. Yes.
I like the thought that it's just the TARDIS on some like flatbed carriage with the big wooden wheels just kind of dragging it along.
I mean, to be fair, there's nothing to say the TARDIS shouldn't be able to look like a carriage. It's just the chameleon circuit has never worked. So, yeah.
It's also like a moving... What's the mansion spell?
Yeah, like Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion from D&D. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And Lucian seems to have some control over like reshaping it as well. Just it seems to take time, because he mentioned that he could have accommodated the horses, but it would have taken a while and some resources, so it'd have to have delayed the trip.
Which we'd already done. So.
Also, if the others can speak up, so apparently me and Hannah sound fine. Everybody else doesn't, so everybody else is getting an extra 10% on my volume on this side.
I'm a very softly spoken boy in general. So it depends. I may become less softly spoken the more the wine is consumed.
I was also
The
saying,
more the confidence wine comes in.
says the speaker that communicates spells by shouting.
Yeah, it's roleplay, right? It's roleplay.
Tell you what, though, the wine was the right choice. I already feel more awake.
No, good. I'm glad.
Hey.
I'm glad.
It's lovely as well.
It's like, why was the game delayed? Well, I advised wine.
And the wine is
the idea that it would be nice to have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
And then just like, why don't you? Like,
exactly.
It'd
be different if you had to like jump in a car and go like a half-hour drive or something. Do you know what I mean? But if it's just up the road, exactly. Yes. Anyway, what else happened last time?
We were chatting places.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he still disturbingly nice?
Yeah.
Awesomely. Yeah.
I mean, yet Lockheart was researching Lucian, even. And we found out that he appeared within the last few weeks to replace Modesta Lara on the council after she hadn't been showing up for months.
Yeah, basically we've got nothing they seem to have done that would cause them to be noticed. So as far as like Denk, yeah, exactly. Until that point, he's got nothing that would have made him known in Denk, at least. But now he's here and making himself useful.
And I guess like that's not that doesn't mean much in and of itself, since the gold leaves are so insular. But there was no like gold leaf handover. We don't know that the gold leafs are okay with him represented. They just kind of showed up. But Van El's so
Fair.
Better is still with us. She's somehow been installed as a new member of the team. We're her babysitters or something. I think so. In particular, last session, Myr'ra was Better's babysitter. And this was, I think, part of why we stopped at the forest, because Falkwin wanted to put off some steam by swinging an axe at some trees.
And we also wanted to complete the quest of bringing some. Yeah. I'll get you on that one.
Gold leaf wood, tree wood for
Yes.
Halcyon, so he can make a potions desk for Alligator.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just thinking
So I
back
take
to
it we went into the
Arc
haunted
3.
wood. Yeah,
So we stopped at the edge of the wood, and
great.
for some reason, Nori decided that he wanted to go inside.
No. That's not what went down at all, I'm afraid. And I knew you were going to try and get out of this. With everything that we know about those woods, and knowing that people disappear, we were careful to sit on the edge of the forest. I decided to move to the side, thinking big tree, fall down, smash.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
speaker up here.
Falkwin.
Decided that it would be better to be behind the tree within the forest. And then I found my happy place.
Okay.
Yeah, so Lucian, Lockhart, and Nori all stepped into the Goldleaf Forest. What the party had learned is that Lucian's never been in the Goldleaf Forest, it seems. Seems to have been born after they migrated.
He was also very excited to go in.
Yeah, he also gave Falkwin the axe, being like, let's go get one then. Like, no reverence to the trees or anything at all. Like, just, that sounds like something we could do. We're on the way. That makes sense. Let's go do that. He was also very encouraging of, like, he was willing to go rake through all the cargo boxes that are all magically sealed with Nori. But Nori was like, maybe not. Just because he did say, we can't reseal them once they're open. So, but I'm curious too, because they're giving off magic readings.
Twice in one episode, I was restrained. I was the voice of reason. I was the voice of reason.
Which terrified you.
I feel like Nori's quite often the voice.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think that's out of character.
I think it's more about the fear of survival instincts that Nori has compared to everyone else. We're like,
Very pragmatic. Yeah, we're all like, poke the shiny thing. Or it's like,
yeah. So
Okay.
that happened. So Ignysera and Falkwin set about chopping down a tree quite efficiently, might I add. Very, very efficiently. Mostly Ignysera stood back and went, yeah, you're doing it. Because of how I get lots of frustrations to take out on said tree, I believe. And then our other three stepped away. And Alexander and Chris, do you want to maybe just share a little bit about your immediate experiences?
Nice, I don't know my notes, but I recall we or Lockhart at least felt a sort of somewhat of an assault on his mind, or a presence almost on his mind, which he was able to, with great difficulty, push back on, and was then sort of back in the wood, and it was dark, and he was alone, which is very much not good. And I'm trying to remember, was there loads of like stuff on the ground?
No, not for you.
No.
Mostly it was just
okay,
that you had lost track of everybody else. So you were expecting to turn around and see Nori and Lucius. But there was no sign of either of them. Nor was there this sign of like the outside either. Like, you turn back and it's just more woods. But I didn't really give you much more description than that. At that point, it was Nori that I gave a bit more description to.
What you have to realise is I rolled a 1.
I did spot that.
Yes. I rolled another GM intrusion, and although I have the skills to probably avoid these intrusions,
It's never fun.
the gold, the treasure, the dead adventurers who had wandered into the forest, and all their loot was lying around just for me to collect. And I did. Scampering away into the forest. Bye-bye!
Oh no.
And that is pretty much where we ended it. Was that lovely space.
Okay.
Neither of them got sight on Lord Lucian, though, either. Important clarification. So I think if we flash back a little bit, just a little bit, so that we get some of the Myr'ra and better scenes.
Yeah.
That's because she wants to play the park.
Again.
Hello, grandchild.
Sorry.
That's okay. I just really freaked out because I wasn't looking at the cameras, so I just heard another voice I had nothing tracked to, but I just mentioned better, and I'm like, oh god. It's like everyone else is hearing that, right? Definitely not trippy at all. But yes, you and Better seclude quite quickly away to the quarters you were given. Quite decent, like fairly lavish quarters. Probably in terms of like your like townhouse in Cascade City, the like quarters you're given is probably like one whole floor layout, like of that. Is it the same size of that? But it's like one kind of big room, etc. So they are quite big spaces. And as I said, 3 of those spaces are being used elsewhere in the carriage for cargo, also. But yeah, so I think after some initial conversations, I guess, about Better's like many questions about the YA series that she's finished reading.
You see, people thought that she was going to end up with this person, but then she actually fell in love with.
But it's clearly obvious that she should be with her rather than these two idiots.
So true. Right from the beginning, they had way more chemistry.
It's almost like the gender of the characters seems to be motivational in itself. She can just,
yeah,
she gets fully into
a fan fiction.
I love the idea that like maybe like a younger like Myr'ra is coming out through this as well. With the, you know, oh god, I remember my totally not live journal blogs about all this stuff. But yeah, and then how do like at what point does the conversation turn back to the mirror?
I think when there's like a natural lull, Myr'ra might go, shall we find somewhere to reset up the shards that I had? And
if you think that's a good idea.
I could worry about them all just being like some kind of like school backpack.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should keep them.
I like the idea that there's like loads of tea towels wrapping bits of the shards and stuff like that. Just
like
just as
like anything I found in my room, each individual. Or maybe we should just lay them out so they're not touching.
Oh, like a puzzle.
Yeah, maybe we don't connect the puzzle. In case.
Okay.
But
in case.
Maybe.
What?
In case someone comes through it.
Aren't we trying to get someone through it?
Well.
You can see she's like holding 2 like shards of it and just like trying to like click them together, just in that really obvious like puzzle way.
He wasn't very specific on who she was.
Oh, right.
So I don't know if we want her coming out.
And you can see like she looks over her shoulder at the door. And goes, And she doesn't like turn back for a second, and she starts saying, "The one that made him so angry."
Falkwin?
Yeah, the angry one.
Oh. His friend.
Are they friends? Is that how friends react to each other?
I think sometimes worry comes across as anger. I think he's worried about her.
Oh. Okay.
But she went through a mirror.
And like you look like you can see like on Betta's face, she seems to be struggling like with almost trying to like I don't know convey what she means, right?
Yeah.
As if she's not,
still new to
yeah,
the
she's
world.
quite new.
Yeah.
She's been alive for like what 2 days, if that.
Yeah.
This is Tay to Who.
And her entire experience is a YA novel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it would maybe help with some social interactions at some point, maybe. I mean, this is why her response to is that were they friends? Is that how friends were?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Myr'ra's also trying to sugarcoat, like, I don't think he's angry at other, but I think he's angry at you. I don't think that's helpful to you right now.
Yeah. But of course, it's clearly not her fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teenage egocentrism.
And she goes, well, it's not so much that I think she went through the mirror, more that she is through the mirror. But that might not have been deliberate. That may just have been because, well, maybe because of me.
Everything is fractured.
Yeah, that's a word. Fractured.
Like a mirror. Okay.
So they don't come like this?
Not normally. Although these ones can like reshape.
Right.
Because Vanel's can be his armor.
Right. Okay. Who's Vanel?
Maybe the kid. I explained it.
Yeah.
I probably give too much detail. It's probably a whole time. We met him and he worked with KT, and then I just went.
I love the idea that like after you're going through that, she's not interested in talking about the mirror. She goes, "And do you think that KT likes Vanel? Is that why he's upset?"
I think he might. Yeah.
She's full on YA novel about them now.
Yeah. We probably cry about the moment where Brananel saved Van. Yeah. I make more tea.
And she's like, I think we should write different fan fiction about what should have happened between them. I think it should just have been a nice big group hug between the three of them.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be really cathartic. I guess.
Yeah.
I probably try and put the mirror back together quietly next. Because I think if Element's through the mirror, I probably do want to reconnect. But I think I want to lay it out so that when we put it together, it can be in sort of like one.
Do you want to give me a roll for trying to like at least lay it out together? Not to connect it necessarily, but just to try and get it organised. And you can have her help doing that as well.
Okay. So can I also use magic law?
Yeah, sure.
Because it's magic-y?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try and remember how to roll.
And you have messed with these mirrors, like all of you have messed with these mirrors quite a bit now. Like you've all got one to operate. So
does she count as an asset then?
Yes, she does. She counts as one asset to that. It would have been two had she any useful training. Well, wellity well.
I also pulled a Lockhart and threw all of my asset into it.
Which is good because you also get all that back.
Oh yeah.
Remember
great.
refunds on the net 20? Yeah. It's great.
Where was that when I needed it last time?
Sorry, I had to keep it for puzzle maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think like this is, I mean, it's almost intuitive, like where pieces go, as if the mirror also wants to be in that form, right?
Okay.
But yeah,
not spooky at all.
But you find that like they also have like a weird like the more you line up, the more there's like a kind of not static but like a tangible field, and they do seem to like they want to like snap together. They're not, because it's like too weak a field, but it's got that vibe, almost like going near an old TV.
Like once we do the like final push, we could probably
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Obviously, there's a major effect floating about if you would like it.
Nori steps back through the mirror.
like an older Nori going, "Don't go left," and then shatters.
I think it would probably just be Falkwin. Like some kind of like the bonding with Better, like trying to loop her more into not in a. I don't think Myr'ra would have it to do it in a manipulative way, but just in a genuine.
Yeah.
She's never had siblings. This sort of feels like maybe what a younger sister would have been like.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think she's quite enjoying being the sort of one that maybe knows some stuff. So like, maybe kind of like cementing a bit more that bond with Better.
My take on this was less younger sister and more like you're her social worker.
I think siblings could that rings true.
Yeah, close enough. There's an overlap for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, fan fiction in a social worker's bedroom.
Yeah, that feels more problematic.
That would be concerning.
Yeah,
that's definitely got a concern. Siblings, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your siblings allowed to be a social worker as a job
while
you're in their bedroom writing fanfic. I think if they're your social worker, it's weirder.
I think it's not.
Okay. But you can definitely take some kind of like, bonus in some abstract fashion. Like you and Better definitely have bonded over this in some, some
puzzles and fanfiction.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like if anything, there is like, well, there's no pressure here for Better, right? Like there's no expectation, there's no like hostility, there's no like anything that would be weird for her to need to react to and such, right? So like she probably does feel like she can connect more in this moment, which is good. Yeah, and you probably see that coming through in like her mannerisms and such as well, right? Like she seems, well, not that she ever really seemed guarded, I guess, because she didn't really know that she needed to be guarded, right? But you can definitely see that her natural way of like talking is softened up a bit, just because
it's less.
Yeah, she's not in a high stress. Yeah, exactly. She's been at the family gathering for 2 hours now, and everyone's stopped asking what you're going to do with your life, Yeah.
Which university course?
Gotta start thinking about getting a job for summer as well. And you're like, fuck off.
Hello. She just want to go to the barbecue.
Exactly. But yeah, so now that you've got the Myr'ra laid out, I think Better turns and goes, so what now?
Well, either now we loop everybody else in.
Okay.
Or we connect it and see if we can reach out.
Okay, so like when Annabella had to work out the pros and cons of which boy to go for, even though neither were worthy of her.
Absolutely.
What's the pros and cons of looping everyone else in, or just connecting it?
Well, okay. I pull out like a pros and cons box. And if we loop everyone in and it doesn't work, we might make Falkwin sad and angry again.
Right.
If we know for sure that Annabelle's in the Myr'ra, then that might make him feel better.
Okay.
And might help. Not I clarify.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I was like, no. I explained synonyms. Pros of having everyone here: if something goes wrong, there's more of us to help.
Okay.
Cons: they might get hurt if something goes wrong. I'm sometimes not great at not trying to take it all on myself. Sometimes it is worth reaching out.
But you're still here, which would imply sometimes that's a good idea.
I think Myr'ra thinks of many times. probably both through childhood and into the game, of both times that she's maybe like poked flaws that she didn't know what they were, and also times that friends have brought her back from being angry crows, and kind of goes, it's maybe a 50-50. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. Which time is this?
I think Myr'ra thinks of the fact that as the person that probably would be most helpful is Falkwin in terms of other magic-y.
And his specialty is magical artifacts.
Magical artifacts. But she's also so aware of how she doesn't want him to get upset. And we're also trying to give him space from better. So I think she's got those in her head of what is the kindest thing.
What if, then, we told people some of the story and see how they react? Like when Annabella is talking about prom with her friends, and she's trying to see who's excited about which boy.
She's trying to... True, if we sound them out. So maybe we tell them that we were doing research on the Myr'ra and we think we've nearly got it fixed. But we know we know we can get it fixed.
And we're not talking about the lady in the mirror.
Maybe not till we know for sure.
Okay. I think you should do the talking.
Yeah. Yeah. And then if we feel like, then, yeah. And this feels like, I look around Lucian's palace at the carriage. It actually feels like it's probably quite a safe place to do this. Like outside of like special rooms in the Arcanatrix.
Like Better looks around and goes, well, I don't know where this leads to if it breaks. So maybe that's a good thing? Or maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these came out at the bottom of the lake.
Oh no, I didn't mean the mirror. I meant like, and she like puts her hand up against like a wall and just like starts tapping the wall of the room.
Oh. Okay. I think we've been trying not to think about that. Okay.
Like, what happens if like I break the wall and jump through? Where do I go?
Should we consider this a window?
And then like any kind of like window affectations that are in this place seem very screensaver-esque magically, right? Like very much like a TV set where it's like, oh look, there's the illusion of depth in like a summer's day or whatever outside, you know. There's definitely no actual external views other than when you leave to go onto where Ignysera was up with the weird holographic driver who was in a loop. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe not just extra space. Maybe outside space.
I mean, I don't know if Lucian would appreciate us knocking a wall down, but maybe he'd know.
Maybe it's worth asking him before we open.
I also don't have a hammer.
I think Myr'ra probably has like a tiny, like tea, like yeah. I don't think. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, in D&D terms, I think Myr'ra would be thinking of the like opening a bag of holding inside a bag of holding.
Yes.
Whatever this world's equivalent of that is.
And I think that's like Bear's
the...
Bear's thought process is this is a mirror that connects spaces, and
we might not be in a space.
Yeah, like
in the world.
But but she's also saying that might be a good thing if it goes badly, but it might be the reason it goes badly.
Yes. Maybe we talk to the magic man who's being put in charge of a big magic project, because he might know.
Also,
maybe we also try to loot Falkwin.
I was gonna say you also could phone Vanel.
Oh, so true. I forget what.
Remember, like, there's like the last living like iron root.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in whatever like pros and cons that we've probably got like many things on either side. At some point, Myr'ra goes, "Oh, we could ring Vanel or whatever the in-universe version of ring it. Not literally ring, but our ring.
Yeah.
Maybe we could ring Vanel. Have we tried that from inside the carriage?
Better just shrugs and goes, you said a lot of words to me just then.
I slow down. I explained that he's an iron root and they made this technology. And even though he might know. And I'm pretty sure I might have mentioned I had one in my cupboard.
I think as well, like
his armor. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I think as well, like there's probably a small conversation like, oh, so Vanel, and this is the mirror from his armor when that happened and he lost. Oh, no, we shouldn't tell him any of this.
Oh.
He'd be so sad.
It might.
This is like his broken heart. And she starts like moving some of the pieces in the middle to like be more like heart shaped.
Oh no. Okay, then we try and brainstorm a way that we can talk to him about it without mentioning any of the sad things.
Maybe if we get someone else to talk to him about that, then that's their problem, and we don't have to see him sad.
True.
Will we go?
Should we go find the others? Yeah.
Maybe I'll Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And yeah, you like head out the room and like the place is empty.
I call out.
Yeah, and nobody calls back.
I look at that. They just told us if they were going to go do something.
Didn't you say don't disturb us?
Oh. No. Yeah, I just.
Okay.
Can I check status on my friend?
You could certainly try.
I try. Also, this might give us answers of what we can do inside the carriage.
Yeah.
I check status on my friends.
I'm just going to assume it's the whole party and Lucius?
Yeah.
Everyone seems fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
They seem fine.
Some might seem slightly elated. Some might not.
Oh, okay. It's because they're having a good time. Maybe this is a really good time to tell them about it when they're in such a good mood. We go looking for everyone.
Yeah, so you leave the carriage. You leave the carriage to the very, very bright sun, just before the afternoon sun, and you hear off in the distance timber, from Falkwin, as a tree falls, and then you head towards them at the edge of the Goldleaf Forest.
Oh.
Well, the carriage has stopped. You're at the Goldleaf Forest, and apparently Falkwin's shouting timber to having chopped down a tree that you see falling over. Meanwhile, obviously Ignysera is going to be narratively excused for this, but I think we can just assume that you are both maybe packing up the tree in some way that it can get into the garage space, chopping it into reasonable sections, Falkwin, and obviously anything that I think for the most part you can just fill the space with tree and see how much of it Halcyon wanted.
27 cubic meters of tree that I can fit into the space.
Yeah, and it's probably a reasonably big tree that you've cut down as well, so you could definitely get like a whole fuck ton of wood. Because I feel like Halcyon would appreciate just having spare wood to make other furniture with, especially if it's gold leaf wood. So you can spend some time doing that. So Nori.
Yes.
Your eyes are reflecting the glittering gold littering the woodland path in front of you. It seems to lead somewhere, like towards like a settlement of some kind. And there is, like as I said, there's piles of gold hanging out of like sacks, gripped onto by like skeletal like figures that seem to have like been killed through some unknown method.
Mm-hmm.
But the sheer amount of unattended wealth littering this place is... I don't know if it's enticing or uncomfortable. I don't know how Nori feels about that, but it's there.
Other than, and I'm going to use the word because I don't know yet what it is, the illusion, am I affected in any other way?
What makes you think this is the illusion? Yeah, no, like... you seem to be intact. You can go pick up one of the gold coins if you want.
I don't think I would risk taking it from a skeletal hand until I know more.
I mean, as I said, the place is covered, like sides of the road, etc. Like it's not just like one skeleton with a hand on a bag that's split open and there's gold everywhere. There's stuff everywhere. Like there's been chests that have fallen off of carriages that have lost wheels, etc. Like it looks like it's just like a road of misfortune covered in money. You don't see arrows or anything in like the backs of these people. You don't see what would naturally have caused the damage to like the carts or anything. They just seem to have broken, for lack of a better term, and then the money seems to have spilled everywhere.
And I think that's what would worry me.
Yeah.
The fact that if it looks like a trap, smells like a trap, guess what? It might be a trap. If my awareness is still alive, is still there, then...
As I say, there's this like very light din of noise off in the distance that you can hear. Like, as in the noise of like a settlement or whatever.
I'm going to play... I will use this skill first of all.
Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like there's going to be a bunch of, like, you feel like woodland creature like that you would expect, because as someone with this ability, right, you obviously have done this a bunch of times off camera as well as on camera, and you sense the forest being alive, you sense like off in the distance there might be a bustle of life, but without getting closer you wouldn't necessarily know, other than the obvious.
I'm going to start moving closer, but I'm going to do it cautiously. The world has just changed for me. I don't, as I say, this doesn't feel legit. I do think it's a trap, so I am going to sneak forward carefully.
Give me a stealth roll.
I will give you a stealth roll. Difficulty unknown. Firing. I haven't lifted my cloak up yet, so.
Hey. Yeah, so you move with, like, you almost find it incredibly easy to hide here, hence like the minor effect bonus as well, just being, this place seems like you were obviously cautious about in terms of the kind of long dead that litter the road as well. Like, you would never see an ambush coming from here. It's incredibly easy, especially with your eyes, like to kind of plan out, oh, you could run back and forth here and never be seen.
And move forward cautiously towards the sounds of the encampment then.
Yeah, so as you get closer and closer, you start to see like the buildings kind of like peering through the trees and stuff. It looks like there's like a town. But it doesn't look elven. It looks like a familiar town to you. Do you want to go closer?
Is there an overview where I can...
Can you hit M for the map? No. Not really, because of the way the trees and the kind of the forest road goes. It's hard. Like you're just seeing like the fact that there are buildings through bits of trees. You still don't have a great visual from where you are. You could kind of walk further down the road until the road straightens out and heads towards this like seemingly town, if you wanted. And obviously you can try and do that stealthily. But obviously if someone's staring right up the road, they would see you.
Then I'll continue in towards the village.
Yeah, so the closer you get, you then start to hear like water like rushing, as if it's like maybe there's a river nearby. Seems quite loud.
Do I get the feeling like I'm coming home?
I mean, where do you call home?
I live closer to the bridge over Whitewater.
Yes, you do. And as you're like walking like more and more, there's like an element of a dreamlike quality to this, where like you look back, almost like out of preservation, security, discomfort, caution, etc. You look back and it's not obviously what we, the audience, and you, the player, would have seen. It's the road out of Bridge over Whitewater. Like it's the dank kind of Bronzebark forest like borders that you're in, and yeah, like there is a sense of home to this place. There's a kind of timelessness to it as well. It's not the last time you were here, which was possibly with like Lockhart and KT. This is like a much more nostalgic vibe to it. Like everything's slightly like the saturation's turned up, the haze is turned up. You go into the town. There's like people at the well. There's people running around. There's kids playing games. Like it's just a bustling town.
Nori is curious and decides that he wants to go and find his own old home.
Yeah. So you start heading home. Can you roll me like an awareness check? Like some kind of like... It is effectively an intellect check, right? But you've got a bunch of various awareness skills, so do you want to give me some kind of awareness-y perception roll? Kind of like a wherewithal roll, if you will, please.
I've got a perception.
Yeah. Look at all the dice rolls in this session, gang.
Oh my!
Roll 20. Excuse me.
No, it gives and it takes away that.
I'm scared. We're just ones.
Okay, so keep in mind there's a major effect at play here, right, that you get to have the benefit of, okay? Anything that you've spent effort-wise in this particular roll that you get back, as long as it was expended and wasn't just soaked up by discounts and such. So you realise you are seeing that, like, a day from your memory, right? Like, this seems to be like a snapshot of the town from the past when you were younger. It doesn't seem to be the last time you were here, right? It doesn't seem to be recent. But the thing that really stands out is this isn't your point of view.
So I was a child back then, and I'm here as a whatever.
Yeah, you seem to be here as, like, obviously an additional perspective, right? This is not you remembering you. where you were at this time of day, on this day. Like, as far as you remember it, you were probably playing with your friends near like the kind of mouth of the water. Possibly trying to catch fish, possibly not, like throwing them at each other, whatever kids get up to, having fun. Probably being told don't play by the water by your parents all the time. So, yeah, clearly that was exactly where you would be on this day. So when you're kind of hit with that notion, you've got two choices: head back home, or maybe head to confirm this theory by going and trying to look down the river to see if you would be down there with your friends. And also, you've got a major effect, so feel free to have some ideas for how that would help. And it is all based on perception, etc., like the spirit of the role.
Could I use the major effect to get any feeling of who I am?
There isn't really enough information to go on, because you feel like you, right? You feel like Nori. You feel like you as you are. You don't feel like you are playing the part of someone else, but you are just now, like, it's just hit you that you're like, oh, it isn't, like, there's certain things that are happening that you're like, oh, I knew this happened on this day, but like, this isn't where I was on this day. I guess you seem like you're walking through a memory, but you don't seem like you are the point of view of the person remembering, because you can choose where to go. And you feel like these are your choices. You don't feel like you're being like made to experience like the exact same steps somebody else took, right?
I think anybody in this situation would want to see their parents to see if they're alive.
Okay.
So I think it would be towards the family home.
Yeah, so not to see your younger self at the river, but to head to the family.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
So you start heading off that way, and then we switch to Lockhart. So, Lockhart, you see the beautiful gold leaf architecture all around you. And no one else.
Definitely no living gold leaves in it.
Not that you can see.
And yeah, behind me is just dense foliage.
It looks like a gorgeous, golden forest.
Yeah.
But you seem much deeper in the forest than you were. Yeah. But there's like lovely god rays coming through, a beautiful golden light. There's like the sweet scent of florals in the air from nature, the chirping of birds. Positively Disney.
I think pretty much it's like, okay, gold leaf architecture, forest, but no people. Can like use the ringed phone. Probably Nori. I'm guessing that's not going to go anywhere. That's probably the one that we would go to first.
Okay. And 2 seconds. Right, and what do you want to say to Nori?
Where are you? What can you see?
Okay, and you want to send that off? Do you want to roll your ring for me? Hey! Okay. Nori! You don't have that message yet, but if you ever do, I'll let you know.
I think
my mind's filled up with other thoughts.
Yeah, if I don't hear anything fairly quickly, then I would send another one to Myr'ra.
Okay, yeah.
Myr'ra, we're in the gold leaf forest. I can see gold leaf buildings, and Nori and Lucius are missing.
Okay, and Myr'ra, how do you respond?
Probably overly dramatic. I go, one. I will use my ring to reply to Lockhart. I think. I'm pretty sure. Lucy and Viktor are rings, didn't they?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. So I reply, you went into the forest? Okay, what can you say? Nori's not with you? What do you mean about Lucy? And I will roll.
Hey.
Okay.
I think at this point as well, like, Myr'ra and Better have caught up to, obviously, Falkwin and Ignysera at this point.
Marvelous.
Yeah, I probably had started some kind of like, so we need to talk about, and then probably got a message from Lockheart. Before I've gone off.
All I'm saying is Falkwin's holding an axe right now.
I put myself in between you and Better. Okay, now the others went into the forest. I haven't recalled.
I didn't really notice. I was swinging my axe.
Oh, well done. I look at the tree. Yeah, that's a lot of tree. I think Lockhart's in a goldleaf city. He said he could see buildings.
That definitely gets Falkwin's attention. Oh, I didn't know they would still be there. I suppose I didn't know what I thought. That's interesting.
Yeah, I suppose I was just always lived in. Yeah, like they've just always lived in Mirage.
Is there anything interesting there? What's he saying?
He hasn't replied again.
Yeah, and does Lockhart choose to reply?
I think Lockhart said, we just took a step to decide to avoid the tree, and now seems like we're deep in the forest. And sort of thinking, like, obviously they can't see through. Do you know what Nori's status is?
And then
What an alarming scent.
Yeah. Keep in mind that Falkwin can use his amulet.
Yes.
You can go back and forwards.
I've got this. I can make escape, obviously. Or no,
Jibba jabba.
a phone. Yeah, okay, I can just call Lockhart on that abuser.
Okay. I'll reach out to Nori.
Can Lockhart also roll for his ring? Because he replied. There we go, perfect.
Oh, yeah. Mine is much better than I realise, because I just need one depletion roll for the entire conversation rather than each message.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Hi, Lockhart. How's things?
Yes. Seem to be on the outskirts of a goldleaf settlement. Nori was just with me, and now he's nowhere to be seen. Lucius as well. I'm more worried about Nori.
He's probably fine. He's probably fine. The forest. What was the city like? I think we should.
Like, Lockhart will have sort of ducked behind like a fern, probably not all that effectively, and just like looking at the city. Is that overstepping? Is that what it is?
No, yeah, like it looks like a massive settlement.
I'm gonna pull out a spyglass and start to see what can be seen.
Give me a perception roll.
Is that intellect?
Sure. It also is. That was just my default reply is sure. I have to put that in my GM handbook guide, which just say sure to your players and then work it out. Okay, do you want to total that?
I assumed the spyglass counts as an asset.
Yeah, I think that's what we agreed upon previously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your total?
So that's
22.
22, yeah.
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 Good roll.
Yeah. So you look around, you again visibility quite limited from your obviously position behind the fern. But yeah, you can just see what looks like a very, very beautiful, very elaborate architecturally like elven city. And Lockhart's possibly been to the other elves, right? Like, have you been to like the Bronzebark Forest settlements? Have you been to the like what do you call it, the Silverthorn like settlements as well? Like, you've probably at least been there maybe once, given that you're an ambassador to a degree. So yeah, I think like you get here and you can recognize like similar elements of architecture, but it's so much more grandiose here. It looks like this would have housed like, you know, thousands and thousands of people though.
There's definitely nothing missing.
Oh, there's like no sign of life at all. But it looks like they just like it does look like as if they've just left now.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there's like any like there's no like windows or like, you know, like an old western town with a tumbleweed going through it. I mean, nothing like that at all. It is I've dropped this pen 5 times. So, there we go. Thing is as well, I got this pen here, but I had a backup emergency pen in case anything happened to this pen. Just have a pile of pens on the floor next to me in a minute. But yeah, so yeah, like you would need to go further in to investigate more, basically. You'd need to wander the city.
I know we've been doing this for so long, I just wanted to take a checkpoint. It costs 3 for the first level of ours.
Yep. And then 2 for each subsequent.
2 for each on. So
that would have been 7, then you take away your discount.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's why it's not showing, because that's my edge. So that's why I'm like, why does it not say the cost? It's just not saying 0. It is. Yeah, I'll say to Falkwin, like, I think this might be the original Gold Leaf city. It's big. There's no one here, but it is pristine.
Love to see that for myself. I can't tell whether Ali would have loved to see it or.
Like better and probably exchanged quite like.
Falkwin probably trails off at that. He's made himself sad again. But no, I'm sure there must be amazing finds there just waiting to be found. Or no, would they have taken all their artifacts with them? I'm sure the architecture itself.
Yeah, I'm more worried about what they've left behind to, deter the curious. No one's ever come back talking about the architecture. We don't know how many people have found the architecture, we just know none of them made it back, and that's the point that's concerning me most right now.
Indeed.
Don't suppose you have any way of locating me, do you?
Well, I was going to ask you if you knew the path that you took to get there. Does there appear to be a path behind you that you followed?
Just a step to the left.
That was the name of my episode this week.
No, I can't. I just took really one step into the. I didn't even think it was really into the forest. Just as a step, really. I assume Lockheart would have felt something of the intellect defense roll.
Oh yeah, like there was an active like sensation for you, yeah. Like the pushing through the kind of malaise, as it were, the psychic malaise. But something that might occur to Falkwin is you have something that Lockhart didn't have previously, you now have a weird connection to Lockhart, maintained by your communication.
Indeed.
That may help you if you were to step through the forest.
I would
like that word, mate.
Yeah. So I would also like to see whether my relationship with Half-Elven and the conversations we've had might give me any insight into the nature of the kind of whatever magical protections are in the forest.
Well, let me have a look at this then, right? Okay, so we've got, by assessing the resources appropriate to your character, you can ask the GM one question and get a general answer. The GM assigns a difficult level to the question. More obscure the answer, more difficult the task. Generally, knowledge that you could find by looking somewhere other than your current location is level 1, and obscure knowledge is of the past is level 7. Gaining knowledge of the future is impossible. Action. Okay, so if you're going to use your action to do this, I'm going to say this is maybe like a difficulty 5 to work something out about this situation. If you want to give me a roll for that.
Okay, let's do...
Look at us engaging with the skill system.
So this costs 6.
So that ability costs 6, yeah.
Yeah, and I can put 2. I can put more than 2 effort in, but 2 is plenty for something that costs 6.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, that valid though.
This is probably not.
No,
is it?
Yeah, of course it's magic training. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's. Okay, that's an asset, I guess.
Well, it's a level of skill. Way! So, before I continue, do you have any XP that you wish to use to re-roll it, or are we letting the GM intrusion fly?
I do have an XP to reroll, and I would like to actually do that.
It's so boring. I mean, carry on, completely and utterly legitimately. But please roll another 1.
I mean, we did say it was coming.
Yeah. Hey.
Much better, but also sadder. Okay. Yeah, so you're reasonably confident, right, with your experience and exposure to gold leaf like energy, that you don't think this forest will see you as like an outsider. And your like magical link to Lockhart right now might help tether you to maybe enter close to where he did.
That sounds fun.
You're confident in that with no evidence. Whether or not you can bring others along is a different story.
It's fine. They can stay there. Myr'ra, you can watch better, can't you? Yes. Is that okay?
Sure.
This
This is up more.
Like, even Better chimes in and goes, I don't think we should split up more. In every single book I've read, when they split up, that's when all the drama happens.
I point to that. I can also telepathically link us, which I probably didn't have time to do this morning because we were doing a 1,000-piece puzzle in my room. But I can at least link those of us here, and we can also try and piggyback.
Are you linking Better?
Being linked to Better would be an issue of consent. That is,
I would maybe 1 minute. I'm going to pull Bessie to the side and say, I do agree we shouldn't split up anymore, but I think someone should stay with the Myr'ra.
Okay. And then Better turns to Ignysera. You should go stay with the... And she's about to say the Myr'ra out loud.
Yeah. I go,
oh, no. So she doesn't quite say that.
there's a project running in my room. I look at Falkwin that I don't think should be left unattended. I look at Ignysera and be like, you're obviously very capable. I think it needs someone who maybe understands it. Better, could you stay with it? Also, I tell her about another series of books that are in my bag that are not the same, but from a similar genre. And I give her big pleading eyes.
Yep, and she goes, right, okay, I think I understand. I'll go guard the books. Wink.
Thank you. Thank you. I like squeeze her hand.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. And Ignysera can do whatever she wants.
And then, like, off, Better, like, almost, not quite skips, but, like, very jauntily, and, like, sings one of the fucking songs from one of the books. You know, very, like, Famous Five vibed. Joyous children adventures. And yeah, off she goes. And I think Ignysera goes, I'll go keep an eye on her, keeping an eye on whatever that is.
Yeah. I'm going to look at Falkwin and go, we need to talk about something. I think we need to find our friends first. But I think it might be good. Maybe. I just don't know.
The forest feels safe and familiar to me.
Okay.
I get the impression that that's not true for everyone. Somehow.
I think considering it's possibly eaten 3 of our friends. Yes. Or 2 of our friends and the weird man that's with us.
Yeah, I still have Lockheart on the line. He seems fine.
Okay. Should I try and reach out to Nori before we go in?
We can go in and you can reach out on the way, but maybe that would be a good start.
Remember, he seemed
And
elated.
I will. He did seem elated. That doesn't seem like a Nori to be in a creepy forest. I will at least telepathically link me and Falkwin to the that's John.
Okay.
I will just double check.
And if you spend an extra level of effort for whatever that means now, I think, like as in on both your parts, I think it would be something you could just loop Alexander into, also.
Okay. Yes.
And yeah, that's obviously going to be soaked up by edges and stuff like that, but I feel like that's good enough additional cost on top of that.
Okay, so am I right in thinking that the 3 of us now have a telepathic conference call?
Yes, you have a conversational link to each other. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. And I'll do the extra level to make it 24 hours as well.
Yeah, cool. Perfect.
Okay. Well,
my question for you is, do you step in? And do you both step in?
I certainly do.
Yeah!
I feel this is my background.
And
I do not feel like that, but I do step in.
Okay. Are you doing anything to physically, like, bind yourselves together, like by holding hands? Or just walking in separately?
That's maybe, some kind of. I think even though you feel like it's your background, I feel Myr'ra is quite one. This is a scary forest. And it's probably grown up with, like, this is the boogeyman forest.
There's probably a class in the Arcanatrix that talks about forests not to go into.
Yeah. So even some kind of loop or like a piece of fabric we can both hold, so we don't have to be, but we're tethered.
Yeah. Okay. And you both walk in. Okay, cool. Can I have an intellect defense roll from both of you?
Both of us?
Yep. Yeah.
Do I get any advantage on this, as I had believed that I might?
Not that you know of, but you also don't know the difficulty of this.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey!
Well now. Well-ity well now.
Oh my.
That hand feels very feathery all of a sudden.
Yes.
And what's the total there?
That looks like 27.
Yeah, I think that looks about right. Yeah. Yeah. Dear gods. So, Nori.
Back to me.
Yep. We're managing the screen time tonight. So, Nori, you dismiss the thought of going to see your younger self. You start heading off towards home. You both feel like you're there, walking through like the center of town, off to the kind of like part of the little kind of villagey town part that your family have a house in. But you're not necessarily, you don't feel like people are ignoring you, right? But you also don't, you're not interacting with anyone either. But you're like, are you wanting to like say hi to anyone on the way past, or are you happy just to make your way towards your family house? Because you're noticing, like, obviously you're keeping your awareness up as much as possible, but it's not like people are walking through you like a ghost.
I think if this was Nori, you'd want to see his parents as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so you just like navigate.
Yeah, they've been dead for so long that even just a quick look to see they're safe, to see if they're there, to interact, to say hello. Yeah.
So yeah, like you kind of, I guess, gun it for your house then. In that case, kind of pick up the pace a bit, just like actually I need to get back. And then obviously you get to the gate of the property, run past that up to the house. Do you knock the door or just go walk in?
I don't know any differently, so I just barge in, I think. Mum, Dad, I'm home!
The door doesn't open. It's as if it's been like locked. But you could probably shoulder bash it or something to get in.
I do that, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to give me a might roll?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I so rarely ask for those. We don't have Ignysera here to absolutely knock them out of the park, or previous to that, Riven. Yeah, so like you like smack the door. Obviously it must have been stiff. Maybe the summer sun has obviously made the wood expand or whatever in the frame. You smack the door open, and you seem to startle the people inside. So the elven woman like comes out of one of the kind of back rooms into the kind of like main room, looks at you and seems quite uncomfortable, like they're looking at you, but like the expression on their face is, who are you? They call out for your dad. Your dad runs in. It does, yeah, it is. It's your mother. And then like as she calls out, obviously for your dad, like she like runs to you, like pulling some kind of weapon nearby, and then before you know it, you are holding her, and there's a blade coming out of her back. She's thrown to the side, and then the father appears, and then his eyes turn black as he sees the scene unfold, and then again before you know it, he's up against the wall, pinned with like a 2.5 foot silver blade through the heart. You then hear a childlike voice, excited to show their parents the fish they caught. And then you realize you're in an empty forest. All of that drifts away.
Relive the worst day of my life.
And you hear a voice saying, "Why are you here?"
I think I would scream first.
And we go to break on that, I think, then, because that's probably quite a nice place to go to break after hearing that voice, and then just coming from Nori. So we'll jump to break for 5-10 minutes, and we'll say 10 minutes from now, so like past, we'll come back. See you all in a bit. 1 second, I'll get us on the Be Back Soon screen. There we go. Let me mute all the things.
lovely stag wine. They left behind anyway.
Okay, we should be back, and hopefully the audio works.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, here's hoping.
She's all done. Rituals to the audio guys.
Yeah. It's not just good, it's good enough. I'm trying to gauge Alexander's facial reactions.
No.
Yeah, it's the same, so.
Yeah, I mean, good enough.
Where's my video?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Change places!
Hey.
Right, so welcome back to part 2 of Arc 5 Cascade Games Sunfall Part 7, 9, 5, 26 Viktor GM players.
I'm Sean, I'm playing Falkwin, who's the mystical speaker who might be re-finding his magic ally at some point. We'll find out.
Welcome back. My name's Alexander. We continue to play Lockheart Dourf, Empathic speaker who's got no one to speak to. Now, it's just gonna die.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and I'm still playing Myr'ra Pentergast, a Helborn Adept who might have just shed her skin.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris. I'm playing Nediam, a half-elven explorer who likes to infiltrate. It is no longer a happy place.
He's just infiltrated his own happy place, I suppose.
Yeah. Relive his worst nightmare.
So, I think we have to address the elephant in the room first. Okay. Somebody rolled a 1.
What do you mean?
And it'd be worth... what stage in control are you at with this transformation thing? Is you still Hulk out?
I think I still Hulk out, but I think I get to keep my mind in that it's now within my edge task too. But I'm very happy to be a bird.
No, it's just whatever. Like, obviously, if it is the case that you Hulk out because you rolled a 1, as it used to be, then you Hulk out because you rolled a 1. But if you're in control of it, then you're in control of it. If you're not, then you're not. Like, I'm happy with any of these outcomes.
So I think I'm at greater controls change. Which I can understand. Yeah, and it's now difficulty 2 intellect task to be myself. And my edge is well above that.
Okay, so as you both step in to the Goldleaf Forest, Falkwin, you have like a weird wave of nostalgia hit you, right? Very much a nostalgic, like as if you've heard tales of this place, which you obviously may have heard of, but at the same time, there's just a lot of like. You finally got to like the Lost City of Atlantis vibe, you know, of someone that's been trying their whole life to get there, etc. There's that. It's not like you're from here vibe. It's that you've been searching for here. Even if it's not you specifically have been searching to get into the Goldleaf Forest as Falkwin, there is like that sense of like, you know, completion as you step through. And also you
is Bridge to Emberveil the right place to be emotional?
I don't know if that's a reference.
Before that part, the beautiful imagination. That's
Bridge to Whitewater Bithia. What?
That movie made me cry so much.
So as you step through and you get those sensations, what you then hear is a very loud squawk. Okay. A very terrifying, loud, and familiar squawk.
Familiar, indeed.
And yeah, I guess by your side is a big werewolf. And in your memory, this has never been good.
Fair.
Hungry werewolf. Bad werewolf. He's a cuddle werewolf.
I believe it would only be natural for Falkwin to be on high alert at this. Maybe not immediately preparing an attack, But
And what do you want to do, Hannah?
I think as always the transformation's never fun. So there's probably a bit of like I'm still a bit like curled up, as you notice. But she'll almost like like again in probably quite a horrible fashion, that kind of like bones clicking.
Yeah.
But then just kind of like stand up and like as a big bird, just wave awkwardly.
Hello. Are you okay, Myr'ra?
I don't think I can talk like this.
These are still psychically linked.
Oh yeah. That's true.
That's true. That's true.
In your head, you'll hear. Sorry, harder than I thought. I might say like this for a bit. I'll give you a thumbs up, like a feather.
Okay, whatever's comfortable for you. Lockhart, for your benefit, Chromia is on the case.
Hello. You hear in your head, Lockhart.
I mean, you see them from behind your fern.
How's it going?
So look. Oh, we're here already. Oh, that wasn't deep enough.
I thought it was just one step.
I look behind you.
Yeah, and it's a very like ever-going deep golden forest.
Can we take a step back in that direction?
Yeah, you step back in that direction, and you're just one step closer to the nearby trees of that direction.
I see. Okay, well, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's explore this. Well, let's meet up with Lockhart.
Can Lockhart just, in the narrative before they got here, like while like talking and planning, and Lockhart take off his glove and then cast Valor on his ring.
Yeah.
And then he's like looking around, probably behind the fern, and putting the glove back on.
Yep. Just the key words in that bloody ability is ridiculous. It's just foul aura, and then it's just, aura of doom, and then, it's just ridiculous. But yes, you can definitely have done that. For sure. Whisper your words into your evil craft.
For my hate and malice and will dominate.
For all of them were deceived.
Okay. Lockhart probably still like over my furge probably not all that affected, but at least, and then realizing obviously how big is Chromia?
I'm like human. I think I'm like mostly Myr'ra size, but like maybe just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, because I think Myr'ra's
a really big bird.
Are you like 5'6" or something? Myr'ra?
Yeah, like 5'5".
Yeah,
like an average person.
So maybe like just about maybe no bigger than 6 feet or something like that as the bird form. Then maybe.
Like in terms of like, I've got a big wingspan.
Yeah.
Also, you're like hunched over, I guess.
Yeah.
If properly bird out like that, maybe you'd be taller.
Yeah, like it's almost weird. Like kind of thing. Like I'm just standing like a person. I'm just a big bird.
Well, that's like more like a penguin.
You're way less intimidating. But still like quite like jackdaw-esque birdie, raven features, but like you get these little more in the eyes, which hasn't been true previously.
The were birds are always ravens or eagles. Where's the were ostriches? The were penguins.
They wouldn't know their heads in the sand too much.
Yeah. Yep. So yes, Lockhart, are you making your presence known to them, or are you trying to like skulk about?
No, as soon as Lockhart sees them, definitely, probably psychically and audibly, over here.
Let me go.
Terrible. But yes, you are then confronted with the forest around you, a road seemingly leaving through the forest, in an odd direction away from the city and the city itself.
In Lockhart's head, you were here, and Falkwin's. No sign of Lucy?
No, he disappeared at the same time as Nori.
They probably both ended up in the city. Soon.
Nori.
Like, Falkwin's definitely concerned for his companions here, but definitely also just wants to look around. You know, knowing Nori, he's probably already found the best magic artifacts.
I can go up. I would like flap my wings awkwardly.
I suspect if we were to try and follow the road out, we won't get far. I think probably the only way to go is the road in.
I will also say in our heads, I couldn't, again, godless, I couldn't teleport to you, Lockhart, but I could possibly teleport us back to where we started. But we might need to see how that goes. I'm sure, do I know anything about teleportation in the Golden Forest?
No idea.
No, we don't know.
Let's find out, though.
We can revisit that after we've had a look around.
Okay.
We should look around. Let's look around.
I might reach out to Nori again.
Like the check status.
Yeah. Which I will also check status on Lucian.
Okay.
Maybe. Where's it gone? There.
So I think I would dismay, or I don't know. What word would you use to describe Nori's feelings currently?
Anger, frustration, mad, any of the above.
So
Okay.
not elated, then.
Yeah.
No, hunger. That one's been broke. I should have known better.
Okay. Lucian still seems fine?
I get nothing from Lucian.
Oh, I don't like it when that happens. I feed that back to Falkwin. Lockhart telepathically. So Nori's not good. He seems very angry and sad. I don't get anything from Lucian.
Can we use your connection to Nori to try and find him?
I don't currently have. I just used all Roma educational. Oh no, I checked status.
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't give me a location. It just.
I tried to catch him, but not heard anything back.
There seems to be a good chance that he may be in the city, since we all ended up here. Maybe he would have to. I am serious. I do want to look around, but clearly Nori isn't a bad guy. We should prioritise finding Nori, but logic says that if we all ended up here, then maybe he did.
Okay, I guess we start looking.
Okay. So, what actually does Gold Leaf city architecture look like? Is it like all tree houses?
Indescribable. It looks like probably if you took some, I guess, super advanced race, like we're talking very fancy sci-fi, like very polished sci-fi, but they tried to make Art Nouveau medieval.
Okay.
It's got this weird
I
mix.
like it.
Anything that would be electronics, though, is probably crystal in nature.
Okay.
Like crystal lampposts and stuff, but like all the lampposts look like vines and things like that. So, yeah. But Art Nouveau as fuck would be how I would describe it, with a bit of a very retro sci-fi vibe to it. But nothing that's
So like
outwardly technology, though, obviously, other than, magic as fuck.
like Barcelona, a bit more wood than stone.
Yeah, like I think Barcelona's quite a reasonable, like a lot of the fancier architecture there.
Yeah. Argwell.
But we're talking like an art student just discovered Art Nouveau and wanted to do a project on it level of gauche, though. Mm-hmm.
Yes, like I have a poster of Goldie on my bedroom wall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I love.
Yeah, 100%.
But someone said, maybe scale it back by like 30%.
Yeah. And someone, did you say more gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any? Oh, we go in.
I assume we start walking in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we've been to 3 technically iron root cities.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get any of the same?
No, not at all.
Like pull towards the middle, or like any?
Not in terms of the design of this place.
Mm-hmm.
Like it might even be somewhat the opposite. It might be slightly more reminiscent of the Saurian architectural layouts. So see where things seem to almost like go in a basin. The way things seem to be formed. But from the center, instead of a giant black tower, there is a column of golden light. And that seems to be where all the gold light comes from.
I probably whisper in people's heads. It feels like a whispery place.
Yeah. And again, like it feels like, if we stick with the Barcelona vibe, it's like a nice warm evening vibe this place seems to have all the time. Right? Like it doesn't feel like there's time changes, not since like you've been here, because I think from Lockhart's perspective, you could have been here for hours before they turned up, but it also seems like it could have been 5 minutes. Like there's no sense of time passing, and if you look at some kind of time watch-based device, it will have been the length of time you know you've been here for. Do you know what I mean? Like it's quite timeless here. Very much like your Spanish siesta, like vibed everything, I guess. It's not like there's like a steaming cup of coffee sat on a table abandoned level of people have just left the place, but the place looks like everyone packed up and left, but not like left doors hanging open or anything. It just looks like the place was just like a summer village, right? Like it's been shut down, but on a city scale. So quite reminiscent from the vibe she's got from Soma, right? When you were on Soma, where it was just like, oh, that felt like a new city waiting for people. This feels like a city that has just been closed. But a lot less looming and ominous, right? This place is a lot more welcoming and warm.
Like they've gone into some kind of lockdown.
Possibly because of some kind of heart. What? Lockheart. Yes. Mm-hmm. However, we move over to Nori. So Nori, after your no,
I think I lash out. I think I scream out at the top of my lungs like I've never screamed before, heart piercer, and I lunge at the voice.
Yeah, and like you get up, you draw like your weapon, and like you're swinging, but it is just swinging at like the dark woods, right? Like there's nothing. You seem to be in a bit of a clearing between some trees. The voice seems to be unplaceable where it came from. It just seems to have been quite encompassing. And then as like you're kind of like stop swinging and like catch your breath because of the exertion of the whole thing, The voice just says, "Are you done?"
I fall to my knees and I cry. In frustration.
And then you hear, "Is this the vengeance that you seek?"
I sought it a long time. Yes, yes.
And do the tears help?
Never. They've never helped. It's just frustration just now.
And if you could find peace for yourself, what would that look like?
I can't answer that question. It's been so long I've lived in fear. It's been so long I've sought vengeance. It's been so long I've sought even the slightest bit of knowledge.
Do you want me to end that for you? Is that why you have come here and fallen to your knees?
My arrival here is coincidence.
There's laughter from all around that like echoes through all the forest. And then, like, as the laughter breaks, the voice says, "I think you'll find that's fate. Such cruelty, but here we are."
Fate is a terrible mistress then.
Or a compelling ally.
May I ask who you are?
Oh, we've met. It was brief, but we've met. Are we done with lashing out?
I put my sword back in my sheath and stand back up.
Yeah, and like as you do that, like a bunch of like almost like the kind of blood rushing to your head, low blood pressure. God, that was hard to say. Like coalesces into the shape of a person, and then that all kind of like drifts away to kind of reveal. Can you roll me an intellect roll, and we'll just see if you remember meeting this person.
Check. Where are you? There you there. I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm just going to.
Yeah, it feels more like reactionary anyway. Hey, yeah. You like helped not quite bury this person, but this was one of the first people in the group, the escort group, that was killed. Like as they kind of form.
I know you. Yeah.
Like fades in.
I'll whisper. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, so like their form fades in. It's there was like a bald elf that was one of the first people. It was part of the kind of groups. I think when you asked, I can't remember her name. Whoever the leader of the group was that got volunteered, that was looking after them all, because that was a while ago now. Like she says, oh, they were quite quiet, but like they joined the group quite early. Their name was like Erisine, something. So yeah, that's the person. Like they were one of the first people that you did like some kind of like burial rites type prayers for, as you just left the bodies, and you just like wrapped them up a bit and left them to the side because you weren't really sure what to do with them. And then obviously you just carried on your journey, but it was the first stop you made when you lost the first lot of people going through the tunnels. And this was one of the first bodies. I mean, they seem quite alive as well.
I'll whisper, and I know you. I tried to save you in the caves. My arrows attacking the monster. You died. We buried you.
And yet here I am.
Are you my enemy?
there's like a smile, and it's like a very toothy smile. And then there's like the glint from like what looks like moonlight, I guess, like hitting off this silver blade that you can now see they're holding in their hand. They definitely weren't holding a second ago. It's almost like they've just tilted so it reflects the light. And they go, I'm unsure of that. Are you my enemy? You seem to have sought me out. You say you have carried the vengeance in your heart for as long as you can remember. You've been consumed by it, and yet here we are.
We have met twice now. You may not remember the first time, but I do.
No, I'm aware.
Oh. And how does this end?
There's that smile again. Again, the kind of white teeth in the moonlight. And he says, I think that's entirely up to you to decide if you wish this to be the end of your story or not. I have no quarrel with you, Nori Nediam.
And yet I am my father's son. And you hunted him down.
But you are not your father.
But you have hunted others like me, like my father.
Like your father, but not like you.
I have his blood. What's the difference?
But you don't have his burden, his debt.
And is this what this is about? You're trying to relieve these people of their burden?
He looks around and goes, what people? It's just you and me here, Nori.
The others you have killed.
And then, like, as you say that,
The many others you have killed.
As you say that, all of these people just walk out of the woods and surround the two of you. You don't recognize any of them other than your father as part of them, the crowd. Your mother is not part of the crowd.
What's the racial diversity of the crowd?
Yeah, they look really, really human, weirdly. Really, really human. From all the ones that got the animation budget of the front row, they all seem human. But there's easily like 100 people here. But you don't know how far back these rows go into the trees.
My eyes are obviously torn between my father and the heart piercer. I am shocked and stunned. But I will.
I pull out my rocket launcher and.
Yes, I'm not far away from that. I've just been on the tip of my tongue a couple of times. Where is it? Nope. Don't know if that'd be strong enough. Sense attitudes. Someone tell me if my father's actually there or not. And his attitude to what's going on here.
I mean, your awareness or something could probably, right? If you wanted to pop that again. Could give me like a perception roll as well if you wanted. See if you're scoping him out.
Again, I'm not in control here. I'm really not in control here, so I'm just doing natural rolls.
Yeah. It's pretty good though, pretty damn good. Yeah, like, if your dad is here, he isn't aware of even the other people standing next to him, never mind you. Like, you notice that all the people just seem to be staring off into, like, space. Like they're idling.
You hold these people trapped?
And he laughs again and says, oh no, no, no. And kind of like waves a hand and they all can like drift off like wind. Just memories.
I know what Nori wants to do.
Oh, you've got a whole party of people here. Feel free to discuss with your fellow players. Have a little agency moment.
If it was you, would you pull up your hood of your invisible cloak and fire an arrow at this person? I'm being polite.
You can say dickhead if you want. I hope.
I was going to say bastard, but...
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, probably.
Sean, you're muted.
But
It depends on how aware of the reality of the situation I was, I think. If you know this is a memory or an illusion or some mental fuckery, then on the one hand, it may be good to poke the extent of that and see how much you have power over. On the other hand, might just accept that that's not the thing to focus on. It depends.
I think you know it's very strong. They're very strong illusion based on what happened in the caves.
Mm.
So we know it can.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, but I don't think Nori's...
I don't think, if you're not. Yeah. You've just watched it re-happen again as well.
Imagine, so we know Heartpiercer's strong in illusions. Imagine if all of the Goldleaf Forest illusion was not left behind by the Goldleaves as a whole, but was specifically set up by Heartpiercer to guard his lair.
And how is it somehow Siri Thane's fault?
Or Modesta
Or Modesta Lara.
All comes back to her. Oh.
Yeah.
I do think there's there's a very strong temptation to just go for it. Just maybe not. It's not what Lockhart would do, but that's not the question really. With finding yourself in that moment and with Nori's search. You maybe trying. It depends if Nori is wanting to know. Just is that going to be over, or is Nori also wanting to know why?
I don't think Nori cares at the moment.
I mean exactly.
Yeah.
I think the real question is, does Nori have access to self-control currently? I think that's the question you need to answer, Chris, right? Because none of us can answer that for you, really. It's does Nori have the ability to look at the threat potential this is, or is it the emotional, lifetime of anger? What is it?
I think
because for context as well, if I was going to frame it as well, reframe it, sorry, the Heartpiercer isn't interested in you.
That doesn't make any difference.
Correct.
I'm interested in them. I think if I was in Nori's place, I would put it this way. If I was brought up in the Elven way, I would probably be able to control my emotions here better. Mm. But I've been brought up against many races, more amongst humans, and the passions that they exhibit. And I think that's just about to erupt.
Mm. Interesting.
So, in that case, are you going to let me do this, or are you going to go into the others?
I'm eager to know what happens, personally.
Right, I'm going to war. It's that simple. I lift the cloak of my hood.
Good. Good.
Imagine Atlas of Deflation.
Oh, don't let
Would have been.
But would I know until I see his eyes follow me? And that might still be the case. I now pull my bow and I'll see what happens next.
Yeah. Are you gonna fire an arrow, or are you gonna wait?
I am. I'm waiting. I was waiting for the D&D roll for who goes first. But if I'm getting to fire off an arrow,
yeah, like I don't have an issue with you taking the lead here. He did effectively leave it up to you, so.
the first arrow is a straight roll.
Okay, and what's that? Sorry, an 18.
15.
8.
Plus.
You're trained as well.
Oh, straight.
Okay, 2 wee seconds. Please stand by. Okay. And then this as well. Okay, so you fire off an arrow. The arrow makes a very distinctive thud as it passes through him and hits the tree behind him. And then like the kind of like dissipating like smoke like substance like reforms back, and he kind of looks down, like dusts off as if it's tangible. It dusts off as like kind of like leather kind of overcoat thing, and then kind of goes, so it's to be that then.
I stay silent now. I'm now not one to draw attention. I don't know whether you can see me, but I fired off my arrow and I've moved, looking for my second shot.
Yeah, so before you get your second shot, we may as well just take this in turns, I guess. So yeah, I guess I'll go to roll 20. Right.
He
so
quickly looks up all his defensive stuff.
Right, let me work.
Team's effort.
I will. Yeah.
No worries.
That's one way to do it.
Yep. It's so good. Crushes us back into back in the pyramid with you all. Sorry, I need to read through a bunch of text to work out if there's anything else I need to consider, because who knew reading stat blocks was a thing? Yeah, so they're like, so it's this then. They're kind of like eyes closed. They're like shit-eaten grin they've had kind of like falls away. And as that falls away, a lot of like your observation of them seems to drift as well, as if, well, they're no longer standing there. These seem like they've moved, but they're no longer standing there. And fog pulls around your feet, like it all creeps in from the trees. And it shows where you're standing.
Okay, hold on. There we go.
But it is your goal.
Okay. This is going to cost me too much. But, so, you said that the fog coalesces on the ground?
Yeah, so it's like coming in from the trees line to this small clearing, and then it all seems to have pulled along the floor of the forest, and you're like displacing it.
Okay. First of all, I would like to use obstacle running.
Okay. Talk me through.
So for the next minute, I could ignore obstacles that slow your movement, allowing you to travel at normal speed through areas with rubble, fences, tables, and similar objects that would have to climb or move around. This movement might include sliding or railing, briefly running. Maybe this isn't the right thing.
That's okay.
But it is an enabler, so it doesn't.
Also, you could just not have used it as well. Like, it's entirely up to yourself.
Yeah.
But it is also an enabler, which is normally done alongside something else, obviously.
Exactly. So I was going to then do. I had it a minute ago.
Even your character sheet's pulled its hood up, so it's harder to see everything.
Yes, exactly. There's so much on it, though.
Well, I mean, you've been playing 5 story arcs. And to think when you designed Nori's backstory, it would lead you to this little clearing in this little forest.
Sorry, this takes so long.
Nope, that's okay. While that's happening, can the others all roll like a perception for me? That is a difficulty 18. Difficulty 6. Difficulty 6 or DC 18.
I've got a thing.
Perception. Doesn't sound bad at. No, it's not. So is that just a normal intellect roll?
Yeah, if you've not got any skills in perception, it's just intellect roll. Yeah.
Can I use my spyglass?
Not for this, no.
Yeah.
I would hear.
Take the glass out, and it's just. Why didn't we even think of that at the time when we were
Why did we not think of
that's
that?
so good. It's so
It's perfect.
We spent so long trying to think of a cool feature for a spyglass. We had like predicting the fucking weather, looking through a spyglass bullshit. We didn't even think taking the glass out and using it as a hearing horn.
It could even speak, like, it's got so many levels that works.
Okay. Alright, so how did we do? We got what's that? 11 for and then a lot.
Yeah, 30 something.
Okay.
Whoa! That's 32.
Oh, 32.
And that is taking into account any bird-related stat changes, right?
Yes.
Cool. Because I don't know if I feel like a bird helps or hinders being more perceptive. I feel like it's probably.
It really helps. I mean,
Perceptive different things.
I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. Magpie only helps with very specific.
Yeah, so shiny. What did you get?
Hawks have
Lockhart?
sleeping vision.
25.
Okay,
So
we did pretty good. I like the fact that like Falkwin didn't do as well because they're probably too preoccupied by being in a gold leaf city, you know. But yeah,
Also shiny.
Yeah, super duper shiny. What was your final number? Sorry, Lockhart. Just remind me again.
25.
25. Okay. So yeah, both of you immediately like turn because you hear something hitting wood.
Oh.
Falkwin does not. But you just have like a rough direction that you could wander in.
I think I'll take off in that direction.
Yeah.
And telepathically there.
Do you let?
I think I hear something. Yeah.
Lockhart will try and keep up, but definitely make no attempt to overtake.
Yeah. All right. Falcon, are you following them or just doing your own thing? I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. I'm not so distracted by the alien architecture that I would abandon Nori. Although I guess I don't know for sure that it's Nori that they're after, but I can make inferences.
You can. You definitely can. And then we'll find out if they're
their way. Basically, their way. I don't want to split up.
Yeah.
We can return.
So, as Myr'ra gets there first, you see like there's a building with like a fancy wooden door that's like propped open. And there's like a nice ornate, almost like a kind of, not quite a shutter door, but like a kind of fancy gate over where the front door would be. So the front door is left open, but this beautiful kind of golden metal with all these kind of like leaves and stuff, Art Nouveau design of gates locked. But you can see just past the gate where the door is like leaning against the wall, there is an arrow embedded in that door. And you can tell from the fact that there's like a hallway or whatever, that door would have to have been, I guess, closed for the arrow to hit with such force just now, because it couldn't have came from the 1 foot of space or whatever to the left where it would have been fired from, since there's a wall there. And then Lockhart, you catch up and see that, and then Falkwin, you catch up and see this too. Possibly not seeing it if the big bird is blocking the view, maybe.
Yeah, so probably I would be like, does that look like Nori's arrow?
I feel like Nori doesn't have very distinct arrows on purpose. For like tracing back to him reasons.
Yeah.
They don't all have like those little whizzy noise things you used to put on bikes.
Just his name,
someone else's name.
Yeah.
Just trying to people up.
I do. I have 15 armor piercing arrows.
Yeah.
That would be distinctive, but I haven't used them yet.
Not yet, at least. But you also
No.
don't believe your arrow went anywhere other than the tree behind this guy.
Correct.
Because you can still see it in the tree. But that's what everyone else sees. Nori, do you know what you're doing yet?
I do. I'm going to see if this will work. This is the one I was looking for. Foil danger.
Okay,
You
yeah.
negate one source of potential danger related to one creature or object that you're aware of within the immediate distance for 1 round. This could be a weapon, device, or someone's a trap triggered by pressure plate or a creature's natural ability.
Yeah.
Something special, innate, dangerous, blah blah blah. So I'm going to use that, lose 2 speed points, and then I'll still use obstacle running and try and this may not work under these circumstances because obviously where we are, I'm going to bend into the trees and try and get a higher vantage point.
Yeah, like I think you could maybe
That
like
might
head up to
not
one of the
work.
trees, like maybe try and climb up onto one of the branches or something if you wanted. Are you trying to do
Then I'll fire another arrow.
Are you also trying to do it like hidden?
Yes, I'm still invisible.
Okay, so a couple of things, right? So you get 1 action, obviously, so you'd have to use foil danger as your action, and then your obstacle running can be part of your attempt to get up the tree as well. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And then I can't fire an arrow that is...
Correct.
Yep, perfect.
Then it would be their turn. Yep. Cool. Yeah, can you then, because obviously there's like an eerie silence, like the fog creeps in, it seems to like lap around like your ankles. You can have obviously noticed this as your like cloak seems to be displacing it as well. You obviously then, I don't know what it is you do to go into your meditative state or whatever, your hyper-focused state for foil danger, however that looks, since it can be very narratively different from moment to moment. But you spot obviously a branch that you could maybe get a better vantage point on, you parkour your way up that. Describe how foil danger comes into effect, because remember it's about just you not taking the, I guess, results of a problem, because the heart piercer stabs at the branch that you were once on. So do you want to describe how they did not hit your heart?
I think simply foil danger is one of the few things left over from my elven heritage. It is just a sense that I should not be
like a hyper reaction type time and stuff.
Yeah, it is a few seconds of warning not to be in this spot any longer, and from there my natural ability in this instance just kicks on, and I, as you say, parkour to the nearest tree into branches, and then stalk.
Yeah. So like you just feel the thud as you like jump off that branch and land yourself onto another branch. Maybe like your back thuds into it. The trunk of the tree itself as you like steady yourself, your heart obviously thumping hard in your chest, and then you see like this kind of silver blade pulling out of the branch, and then just hearing the chuckle of going, trying to draw this out, are we? As we hear the creak of your bow. Because I'm assuming you're going to take another shot.
You may assume correctly. Yes. Weighted bow. Note. Difficult unknown. Firing the bow would be against his speed. So I'm going to use 2, so it's going to cost me 5 speed.
Do you have any speed edge?
2.
Okay, cool. So it is remember, it's obviously discounting you by 2 every time if you're using the speed points. The only time it doesn't discount you is if you're taking damage. It doesn't count as magical armor, unfortunately, which I would have loved it to. Hey!
I pierce his heart.
So obviously,
I know you're not going to say that.
No, so the scene plays out where obviously you've pulled your cloak up, fired the arrow, it's flew through his chest, hit the tree behind him. He smirked, and as his smirk disappears, he disappears. The fog creeps in. You jump back onto the tree. Then you immediately get your spider sense tingling. You jump onto another tree, back right up against it. The thud of the blade of his, like the 2.5-foot silver fucking stake thing that he uses, stabbed into the trunk of the tree where you were. And then as he's pulling that out, you've already loosed another arrow that does seem to hit him.
I would like to laugh, but I can't. I really want to be as quiet as possible, and I can't move.
If you like, though, you could have the major effect instead of damage, and be it that you knock the blade out of his hand.
I'll take that.
Yeah, so like obviously, like he like takes the impact from the arrow. Let's say it hits him in his shoulder or something, right? And obviously, like his blade drops as he clutches his arm, as he's on the branch, obviously steadying himself, and you just hear the kind of hum of the whoo whoo thump into the ground, where this thing's dramatically stuck perfectly into the ground. His weapon of choice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I get my effort back.
You get everything you spent on that roll back. Correct. Can everybody else roll perception? I'm just getting our year's worth of dice rolls out the way.
Exact same roll.
That's amazing.
Falkwin's so focused on the city, isn't
Yeah.
They're like going, what if this is Nori's arrow? And you're like, yeah, Nori would love this place.
Can't wait to tell about it.
And what was your total there?
28 for me.
I think it was 20.
Okay, yep. So you both hear a thud coming from like a block away. So there's like buildings obviously that you have passed through. So there is a thud from there. Would you like to run to investigate that?
Yes.
So you just head that way. So you just like weave round one of the kind of buildings. It looks like someone's house or something. And you weave around that. And in a little kind of like fancy kind of courtyard thing with some lovely kind of stone arches. In the middle, there's like what looks like a water well that's all like fancy with a nice little wooden like top on it. And in the top of that wooden well is a 2.5-foot silver stake stuck into it. Like it's just been dropped on top of it. Meanwhile, Nori. I need you to make. I need you to make a speed defense. I need you to make a speed defense roll for me. Yeah, because there's a couple of blades immediately flying towards your head.
Keep going that way, I don't want to use that one.
And are you trained in speed defense rolls? Because again, it would have been a fairly obvious ability that would have.
Actually, I'm not.
Dun dun dun.
Improved edge. No, I'm straight up, no.
That's okay. It's just a straight roll then for speed. And obviously anything else that you want to spend on it.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, there you go. So this is effectively a +3 to your roll. But you can just put it in as like, whatever. So it adds to the roll if you want. So it could be an assay, a live effort, whatever you want to like translate it as.
Just put it as an assay, just now.
Yeah, cool.
Didn't tell much.
No, but something to consider is it will use your next turn. Right? Because it does say if you use your action to only move, all speed defense tasks are eased. So.
Yeah.
Because I think you're meant to use that so that, follow-up stuff is easier.
Happens, yeah.
Yeah. But that's fine.
Yeah, this is just a natural ability. That's just got in. I've got to activate it.
Yeah.
Got to tell you I'm activating it.
Yeah, basically just absorbs your action from doing stuff that isn't just you moving out the way of things.
Yeah.
But it's very, very good. So what's your total there, sorry? Is it 19?
I wish I could do this. 19, yeah.
Yeah, so like you duck to the sides just in time, like to the point where like your hair snaps because of how close this was. Where these two blades, these very like elegant shards of metal, stab into the tree just as you move your head away and let you jump off the branch onto the ground. Where would you like to move to on your turn?
How close am I?
To a breakdown?
To the heart, people.
Realistically, you were on a tree that was near enough you from the clearing to jump back onto and park her up. You were then close enough to jump across to a branch. So I guess branch jumping distance from them, but they're up in a tree and you're down on the ground. But you could probably get to them if you wanted to run up and be next to them, but then you'd be next to them.
Yeah, I know, that's my...
And that would be the turn. But you could run and hide behind another tree. You could get like another tree away easily.
I think I would need to be closer to useful, I was thinking.
But you could play defensively.
I shall share it.
Yeah, feel free to.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm going to. But I think I'm going to save this one. But I'm going to share this just now.
Ooh.
I mean, not great. I'm just going to look at the title and say yes. This title says, obviously.
That's right.
Your attempted difficulty 4 might roll to jump high into the air as part of your melee attack action. If you succeed at the jump and your attack hits, you inflict 3 additional points of damage and knock the foe prone. If you fail at the jump, you still make your normal attack roll, but you don't inflict the extra damage or knock down the opponent if you hit. In addition to the normal options for using effort, you can choose to use effort to enhance your jump. Each level of effort used in this way adds +2 feet to the height and +1 damage to the attack.
Mm.
Do you think I'm close enough to use this? I don't personally.
I mean, I wouldn't have an issue if you could have attacked this turn. Right?
Oh, I need to move, yeah.
So,
of course I do.
Well, I mean, but that is currently you only have some movement available to you, right? After being like jumping off the branch to the ground, because that like speed thing took up your action really.
Of course.
But obviously, if you move to get defensive, prep this and then run at them to do the jump attack. I don't see what. I mean, you've got parkour stuff going on as well. I mean, I don't really see what issue there would be with you running up a tree and jump attacking this person. Given that, are you going to use your like bladed bow for that because it is a melee weapon?
Right. Yeah.
Now,
yeah, exactly.
Is that not a two-handed melee weapon? Just for clarity, didn't we have this? Because it's been that long since I designed the bloody thing. Because I'm pretty sure if it is, you're not trained. Like I think you're hindered with two-handed, I believe.
Yes. Yes. I
Just
haven't got a note of that,
but it's just to factor in all the math that might be involved, right? So
one would cancel the other out.
We could effectively say that it's a difficulty 5 might roll is the simplest way if you're using your dual-bladed thing. But it would also provide more damage because that starts at 6 damage, remember.
That's right.
If you use that, and then you're adding 3 to that. And if you've got any effort levels available, you could add 3 per effort level you're willing to spend. But that would be taking up levels that could be making it easier to land the hit.
I just made a mistake. Never mind.
What's up?
It's okay. No.
Okay.
It's just something I forgot. And I don't think it would work anyway.
Do you want to talk us through it if you want?
Because I don't believe. Well, I've got the cipher that I picked up in the market on Dinosaur Island, which is Bone Needle. But I think our creature of user strikes an NPC or creature of the cipher's level or lower. This guy's not level 4 or lower, so I don't think it would be effective.
It's unlikely. Yeah, it's unlikely.
Yeah. So never mind.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean...
Imagine though even considering using a cipher in the cipher system. Who would have thought such a thing? Amazing.
It's been so long.
I think I'm the only one that actually has used them.
No, Myr'ra definitely has. Yeah. Lockheart almost used one.
I used it just
as a prop.
Yes.
And I got to keep it, therefore I win.
I've just looked and the only one I have left is the teleport to Margot's bedroom. That's it.
One of mine has been consumed, but I think it might have been consumed in making something else.
Yeah. We do like to use them for parts.
Yeah, I mean they're trade, right? Realistically, but yes. So
yeah, and I'm running. I'm going tree to tree.
Okay, so you're going to like put a bunch of trees between you and him.
Yeah.
Cool. As that's happening, Myr'ra, you smell blood.
Huh. I look around.
So
Do I see any blood?
Give me a perception roll.
Oh god.
As you have a look. Obviously the two of you are also with Myr'ra in this little kind of like well-based square where the 2.5-foot silver stake is there, and obviously you both recognize it from your time in the. Remember, like Katie was pinned to the cave wall with one.
I remember when he was pinned to just like dissolve, like disappear.
Yeah, like when he pulled it out and like discarded it basically, and then like as if it was never there. And I'm pretty sure Katie was so blasé about the whole thing. I was like, yeah, don't worry, I'll know if this could have killed me. Or something to that effect.
Oh, that's 21
Yeah.
on perception.
Yeah, and like you move behind like where the little kind of stone wall kind of garden thing is with this well in the middle, just at the other side of like one of the kind of little kind of like shin-high walls that kind of segregate a path that leads into the rest of the city. There's like blood splattered against the wall. It's like dripping down as if it's just there, and it's like, it's warm.
Yeah, I do have a weird bird thing. I look up. Does it look like it's fallen from above?
It looks like it's like as if someone shot a paintball gun at the wall, and that's what's happened. Like it's that kind of splatter.
Oh dear. I look around. I think I'm just out on alert for like next.
Obviously, if the other two look at whatever Myr'ra's looking at, you've noticed on the wall as well.
I in Falkwin and Lockheart's heads. I don't know. No, we've seen the big pointy stick. We know that belongs to the Heartbeer.
Yeah.
I don't think it's better knowledge, and therefore I'm going to say to Lockhart and Falkwin, we need to look for illusions. Something's not right.
Illusions.
And I might drop Myr'ra to try and feel for illusion magic.
Okay.
Because I can maybe try and countermeasure it if I can find some.
So, do you want to try and revert out of Myr'ra?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because
I can do a little bit of things, but I can't do any like big magic-y things as a big crow. So.
Oh, have we been doing this wrong the whole time? Isn't it way more strict than that? Isn't it that you can't spend intellect as the crow? It's worth clarifying that. We can obviously ignore what's happened thus far, obviously, and leave it as is. But it'd be good to know moving forward, because I think that was one of the big downsides of being the crow.
Yes, possibly.
I think.
See, Myr'ra, that you would be able to use like perception.
No, well, she can roll. She can't spend.
Oh, I see.
I think that's what I'm remembering. Unless a later ability fixes that, I think that was one of the early things.
Oh, yeah. Let me post, because yes.
Yeah.
No, reading the wrong bit. Can't spend intellect points for any reason other than try to change back to normal.
Okay. But it doesn't mean you can still roll intellect rolls. You just can't.
Yes, I just can't spend.
But that's fine. It was just worth knowing. Because otherwise,
I don't know if going forward.
Obviously, if there's an ability later that fixed that, yeah.
I got to get this close because the ratings are small. Control.
Can I pop it in for me as well?
So, did I pop beast form in?
Beast form's there, but is greater beast form?
Okay. No.
I think it was.
I think it just gives me more might and speed.
Yeah.
And then control change.
I'm staying that form for the moment if I was you.
Greater control change, yeah. No, so I think
Okay. Going forward.
No, that's okay. It's just, I was thinking, why would you change out of the bird form if there was no downside? That's what the thought went through my head was. And I thought, there is a downside, but I totally forgot about it. And it's like, I cannot spin into that's fine. As I said, we can.
Yes. I think most of this as well has been I don't know if it counts, if it's within my edge, but.
I mean, I think it would, because you'd still be spending it to do better things. Do you know what I mean? Like in the edges.
That makes sense to me.
Like spending it, but that's okay.
Yes.
I don't mind. Like everything happened still the way it did.
Yeah.
You know.
Again, I could have changed out earlier.
Yeah.
And just dropped it because that's within my edge.
And it does say that that's the exception to try and change back.
Yes.
So you can spend to change back.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Are you changing back? I guess is my question.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah. I think Magic Myr'ra feels more.
And do you need to roll to do that, or are you going to spend 2 effort to remove difficulty 2?
Yeah, I will spend.
Because you can just make something a difficulty 0 if you can afford to, and then just pass it automatically.
Yeah, that will do that.
Perfect. So yeah, you shift back into Myr'ra form.
Yes.
Is there anything you two want to do while she's taming the beast?
I'm gonna try and help Myr'ra when they're looking for her.
Okay.
But I don't think it's something I can actually do on my own.
Okay.
I feel like looking for an illusion should be something I can do. I guess like either identify or understand supernatural or magic then would be the closest. I thought I had a skill that made me good at this, but guess not.
I think like identifying supernatural is good enough. I think for this scenario, yeah. Gives you at least training in that.
Okay.
But if you all want to give me some kind of, I guess, illusion detecting like roll of some kind, you can do.
So whoever has an ability, I would like to help them do it.
So good. Okay, let me go through this step by step. So we've put stimulate there, and that is your words encourage a target to you touch who can understand you. The next action it takes is these by 3 steps. Okay, so I assume you want to give that to Myr'ra.
Yes.
Yes. So what do I do? Do I have to add something?
So Lockheart does magic to you.
Okay. So I'll just roll as normal, and then we'll figure that out.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. And then we'll deal with Falkwin's.
This game today.
It's so swingy.
18 plus 8. My brain hurts so much. I'm going to use a calculator.
6 times 3 is 18. Plus
is 18 plus 8.
Yep.
What is happening to my calculator?
And then plus 9.
Okay.
25.
Okay. So we think it's 35. And I'm good enough with that.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So let me have a look at. Let's see if I can just lean over. Are these the ones I want? Is this the intrusion deck?
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Also, where's my calculator? In yours. What?
Let me shuffle the intrusion deck and we'll find some options, shall we? And we'll see if any of them are appropriate. So I'll do the same thing where I'll draw 3 cards and we'll see if any of them fit. And if not, we'll just come up with something. Okay, so it's probably not a combat situation, but let's see. A local do-gooder, busybody, reporter, person of authority or otherwise observant person starts paying close attention to the interaction. Probably not. An NPC appears to do something improbable or impossible, a magic trick, catching a real bird in their hand, maybe making a baby stop crying. So card 1, not as appropriate. Card 2 mentions NPCs immediately as well. Let's see, card 3. Okay. The miscellaneous one on the 3rd card is funny, but I don't know if it's something that you want to do here, Falkwin. But it says here, the character tries to show off for fun, flourish an innocuous object, umbrella, cardboard tube, like a weapon, strike a dramatic pose, or perform an impromptu dance maneuver. If they succeed a difficulty 3 task, they impress or amuse themselves and anyone watching, easing the character's tasks for the next minute.
That's quite good.
It sounds funny, but it doesn't sound realistic for Falkwin in any situation around this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Never mind. There are situations where Falkwin would definitely do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surely this is just your what's it called? Supernatural dance to the spirits.
Yeah, I think. I also
No.
I think I'm just going to go with this one. So I've drew a couple more cards, and it says the character remembers an interesting person they once met, a potential friend, crush, lover, or rival. Intellect actions are hindered for the next few minutes. I think that's just good enough for this moment where you get kind of lost in the thought of this is where Aluben's from. This is, like maybe you're a bit more wistful as you're like looking around because you're scrutinizing the place for like looking for illusions and stuff. And obviously, you know that Aluben was good at that too, right? She hid herself, maybe in a more obtuse way, but still, there was that. So yeah, we'll have that for now, and that can be that because the dance doesn't really fit, to be honest. Yeah, for like a brief narrative time, and we'll see how important that is. Lockhart, you just effectively added 9 to Myr'ra's roll for that as well. What does that look like? What does the stimulate power look like?
I just make contact, so probably as Myr'ra is coming out of crow form, just like hand on the shoulder, and like focus on what you can't focus on, some BS like that. Don't think about what you're seeing, think about what they're wanting you to see.
I think I'm up to something about you don't know the levels.
Yes.
Or something that what's his face would have said. Oh, why can't I think of his name? Dragon Uncle. Quillburn. I couldn't think of his name. I had Beardburn in my head, and I'm like, it's not Beardburn.
That's his weird brother.
Yeah. Oh, Brandrin's his weird brother. Maybe it's his other brother.
Yeah, the third one no one talks about.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Incredible.
Beardrin is definitely his name. Yeah, got it right that time.
Together, they were Beardburn.
Beardrin. Fucking hell.
Incredible.
Amazing. So anyway, not other NPCs that don't exist in this moment. But yeah, so what was your final number? 35? Something like that?
Yeah.
So
I got 26.
You're obviously looking around, you're trying to tune in with the I guess like anything that seems out of place or overlapping in this place, or again like Lockhart says, anything that wants to either be very noticed or not noticed. You're looking for anything that seems to be trying to manipulate your perceptions in any subtle ways. And there's probably classes about this at the Arcanatrix, right? Where it's like, okay, I'm going to make you not think about something, but I need you to think about why you're not thinking about it, or some bullshit like that, right? Obfuscation for beginners, lesson 1, find the classroom, right? Like something like that. So you do that, and you realize that there's like something here doesn't feel right. It's not in this specific location though, but it's not that everything here is real. Everything that you're seeing is real, right? Everything you're smelling is real, but something isn't right, and you might need to wander a bit and feel out that to try and see if it's like stronger in somewhere else, because like even if we were watching as an audience at home, where the arrow hit, where the blood splatter hit, where the blade hit, none of them line up.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense in the geography we are in.
Yeah, versus the geography we know as an audience that Nori's in. So yeah, it's maybe worth kind of feeling that out, because you're not. It's not as if this place is like having a veil pulled over it, and you're seeing what you like somebody wants you to see. You are seeing the true form. Excuse me. So yes, you have ducked behind some trees, Nori. And yeah, I need you to give me a speed defense roll.
So does that stays there all the time, doesn't it? Fight or flight?
Let's go back up to it. What did I say?
No. I'm doing the wrong thing.
As I said, feel free to think out loud if you need to as well. Don't worry about us.
No, I'm not going to use fire for.
Yeah.
Right. So we said if I use that.
Use what?
And I move. So again, I'll share again. Fireflight. If you use your action only to move, all speed to face stats are eased.
Yeah. So the way I'm working this out is if you continue to only use movement, they will still be eased currently. Right? But next turn is still forfeit. Because you're doing this retroactively rather than proactively. So retroactively you're using these, which means you have to give the following, like the next action. Right? So currently it's not your turn. You're defending. But I'm letting you use fight or flight because it's an enabler. But it means the next action that you come up against, you can only be moving.
Right. So as is the move.
Okay, but that's how we've been running that currently.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to do it on your turn, you still couldn't do anything other than move on your turn and get the benefit until your following turn, if that makes sense. Yeah. But I don't mind it retroactively if you're giving up your action retroactively either. That feels like you're still scrambling, etc. Okay, what's your total? Is that 19?
19.
Okay, cool. Can you again describe how you just get out of the way of like another 3 blades smacking into the tree that you're using for cover?
I'd like to do a matrix thing.
Yeah.
I feel them coming towards me and I dodge from branch to branch, skipping under one, over the other, and round the tree to the other one.
Yeah, so it's like thud, 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 rather than 3 into 1, it's just like, you're ducking and weaving out the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we like that. We like that. It's your go.
Again, I'm going to fire off another arrow then.
Where?
I can't see him any longer.
You can give me a perception roll if you want.
I will cancel that then.
Heart piercer. When it's the interlude, it's just a spinning stake coming to the screen and back.
Okay. So, doing a perception roll, will that take away my...
No, I'll let you do a
my attack, my...
No, I'll let you just do a perception roll.
My action, that's what I'm looking at.
No, you can just do one. It's fine.
Perception... This will come off my intellect.
What's the total?
17.
No, it's like 4 times 3, which is 12. So that's
23.
So it's 23.
23.
Okay. You think you had spotted them, but you're not sure if it's like shadows playing through the trees or not. You're not convinced you have a bead on them.
I pick the middle shadow and I fire my arrow.
Sure, go for it. Okay, and what's the total there?
Me too.
22, I think, is what I got as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So arrow flies off into the shadows.
That's a pretty high difficulty score.
Yeah, but they've landed hits before as lower rolls. But that's when they could see them.
Right. Yeah.
It's almost like if they hide, they're harder to hit too.
Strangely enough.
It is one of these awkward things where it's like two stealth people fighting. It's like, okay, 7 days have passed. We're not sure where either of them are. Yes.
I don't know, but a 22 doesn't cut the mustard. You sometimes wonder whether the mustard's still in the jar.
Exactly. So, what are the other people doing currently? Are you staying put in the kind of weird well-based square villa type situation, or are you wandering away from that location where the blood and the blade were? Are you going to head towards the...
I think I'm going to follow the weirdness.
Yeah, cool.
To see if I can find a place that feels more weird.
I use both following Myr'ra. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as you wander, as you wander off that way. Oh, you got something there, Alexander?
I was thinking as we're going, trying to like open a mind, to, like see if I can just like catch anything going by.
Would like telepathically leave yourself exposed?
Yeah.
Sure. You're also going to expose everyone in the loop.
Please don't do that. I'm done with
What a great line. Please don't do that. I'm dumb at the moment. It's fantastic.
Unfortunately, it's too long a name for the show. For the episode.
Oh, you have little faith.
But yeah, what's the plan, Alexander? Because I would like an intellect roll to expose your brain to the world, if that is the case, and it will have to be everyone's unless you sever yourself from their communications. Which you can do.
Okay, I have a better idea.
Okay.
I want to lie to the heart piercer.
Okay. Right, so what you want to do is you want to lie to the open air, assuming someone can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think you could necessarily do that in this situation. I think you could definitely speak out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no target.
Surprise. Almost everything else I have says you need to be able to see the thing. Grand deception usually doesn't.
Oh yeah, sure. Like if it can understand you and isn't hostile.
Yeah.
The hostile existence. We're not fighting right now.
You don't even know who it is. You're
Soul Rod.
back in the hospital when you don't even know who it is.
No, they did see the blade thud into the top of the well when you disarmed him. So yeah, there is that. So they have a rough idea, like an arrow that could have been Nori's, some blood that could have been someone's, and the blade. Yeah. So are we not opening our mind telepathically?
No, that does say have to be able to see. So
okay, cool. That's fine.
Continue around helping.
No worries. As you three shuffle off, following the vibes of magic, we, the audience, see that blade shimmer away. And for the forest scene, with Nori and chums, the obviously where the blade is sat at the clearing vanishes in like a swift shadow, like that zooms past as if the blade is now being reclaimed by the heart piercer.
Can I actually do one thing?
Maybe.
Can I do my action recovery?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure. You definitely can have done that. Okay, so Nori, your go.
Difficult one. I think it's more important to do this now simply because I haven't got a clue where he is or anything else. So I'm going to use.
Is it foil danger?
No, it's not. Strangely enough.
Wow.
I'm going to fire out my awareness skill,
Okay.
which takes away my action.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I didn't want to do. I wanted to fire out.
So,
yeah, you become hyper aware of your surroundings for a minute. You're aware of all living things within long range. And by concentrating, you can learn the general emotional state of any of them.
can you give me like a perception roll in tandem with this? I know the ability doesn't call for it, but it's not just you sensing things that are there. It's you trying to sense things that are deliberately not trying to be picked up on. We'll see how this goes. I'm also
In
adjusting.
particular, if we didn't hold range, it should automatically sense us, right?
In theory.
Unless
Yeah.
they're like active folk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming you're in long range of Nori, yeah. Okay, and what's the total there? So what's that, 16? No, not 16, 12?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you think you know where the Heart Piercer is? You think they're like backed up against a tree on a branch, about to like, you know, leap onto you to strike from above? So, my go. So can you do a speed defense roll as they leap from a branch and strike at you from above?
Oh. Oh.
Our Pearson's playstyle is exactly the same as my main class in Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
It's the other Dragoon. Very jumpy boy.
Mm-hmm. Well, it puts a lot of power behind attacks, right? So you got to do that when you're trying to get through people's chests. Sometimes people wear armor, right? Okay, and this...
You should with a spear and then they can...
22.
22. I need you to take 6 damage, Nori. Like, obviously armor, etc. Armor and stuff comes into play here, but like...
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, so 3. So then 3 then.
Do you have heavy armor?
I've got armor from my... No, I've got the golden bloom.
Okay.
That helps me. But I need to do that. Defense, that gives me a +2 armor buff. But I need to do this.
But that...
Oh, no!
That was depleted, and you never replenished it.
No, we got it fixed.
When? Because you went to get it fixed in the Arcanatrix and had a whole situation where you fell out with a dragon student. So when did you get it fixed after that? Because I could have forgotten.
Maybe I didn't then, okay.
Yeah, but I don't recall it ever getting fixed.
No,
because you were told that you shouldn't have gold leaf artifacts, and that's probably highly illegal. And you didn't want to explain that a gold leaf made it for you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I thought I got it done, but maybe not.
Again, if anyone else can remember it happening in the past, fair play, but I just don't think it did.
I usually put a note beside them if it's stopped working, so that's fine. I don't mind.
Mm-hmm. But obviously, any like leather armor or light armor or heavy armor that you're wearing, like light, medium, or heavy, still applies. That's a 1, 2, 3 situation, depending on the type of armor that.
Yes, that's a 1 then, so it's a bang off me.
Okay, and yeah, so 5 damage to yourself. Obviously you try and like roll out the way to try and like take away some of the momentum of this like leap attack as it strikes down. And given the force this like pierces through the ground with, that would have went right through you. Had you not like managed to like roll out the way. To like kind of like take away some of the momentum off it. Like a kind of glancing blow, I guess. It's your turn.
Where is it? I'm going to use my jump attack.
Mhm.
But if this doesn't work, I'm in deep trouble. Alright. I'm gonna put it back in here.
Yeah. So the way this works, from the way I read it, is you need to make a might 4, right? Difficulty 4. So it's at 12, sorry, that you'd need. So you need a 12 on that roll to jump high enough for the melee attack to obviously have the bonus, right? You then do a melee attack with all the math that's involved in a normal melee attack, which for you is against their difficulty increased by 1 because of the dual-bladed bow.
Yeah, I've already put the bladed bow as untrained.
So there's two stats for this, and then if you succeed at your jump and your attack hits, you inflict 3 extra points. If you fail the jump, you still make your normal attack roll, but you don't inflict the extra damage. So can we have the might 4 jump roll first? Let me just...
Might. I don't suppose my acrobatics counts as a bonus.
Why not? If you've got
difficulty unknown.
Yeah, like if it does, it does. If you've got acrobatics as a skill.
Difficulty 4 then. Effort to roll.
I will say though that this all does count as the one action, so keep in mind any effort you spend here cannot spend elsewhere. Okay. So we've got success there. Now the melee attack part of this, and what's your effort limit?
4.
Okay, so you can only spend 2 maximum on this part of the roll. And that can either be in any form, adding to damage, adding to the hit.
That comes down by 4, so it gives me 5 might left. Difficulty we still don't know. Effort to roll. It's 2 again. This is getting hairy, gentlemen and ladies. That's it. Blade counts as an asset.
So what? Sorry, do you count as an asset?
I'm trying. No, the bladed longbow counts as an asset. No, because I'm rolling with that.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, that's the thing that's hindering you, sadly, because it's a big bladed thing. Okay. So what's our total there?
Just up down by.
So it's 17, I think. If it's getting 3 off of it from the heft of the bow, plus 1 from the effort, because one of the efforts getting cancelled out by the bow.
Yeah.
Do you have any XP?
I do.
Remember, you can re-roll things if you wish. Likewise, other people can spend XP on anybody's rolls, also. Just FYI.
In this case, I will.
Mm-hmm.
That's a full re-roll then.
Yeah, you basically just did the exact same thing again without needing to spend the points again, because the points have been spent.
And hope for a better roll?
Yep.
No!
Nope.
Oh,
Any more XP for any
So
more?
everything works out, but I'm missing.
Um,
do you want one more from me? Roll one more time.
I would love it, but I'm not asking
Yeah, take it. Yours.
for it.
Hit him.
My blade's about to break. I can see a wall
Oh.
down that many.
Hey.
That's acceptable. Thank you.
Okay, so the bladed bow does 6 damage, right? And then you're adding 3 from the jump attack, and we're adding 2 from the fact that you rolled an 18. Okay.
13.
So what's that, 13 total, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to describe how you land this hit?
As his blade comes down and injures me, I roll forward, springing to my feet, and leaping over his head, I bring down the bladed edge of the bow into his neck.
Yeah, and like as he like tries to pull up to defend, like you end up like cutting through like a lot of his like collarbone, right? As he like tries to duck himself out of the heft of the actual bladed bow. Probably wasn't expecting you to be quite as nimble as this. As the 3 of you round the corner into this kind of like long running alleyway where there's like a lot of very nicely fancy shuttered windows with all those nice like golden gilded cage kind of boxes over them all. And flowers and stuff growing out of them and stuff as if still, in full bloom. In there, flickers in. You've got Nori, having like standing there with his bladed bow like a batleth, and then you've got this bald-looking elf clutching at its shoulder as it like leans against the wall, holding the silver blade in its other hand, breathing quite heavily.
The jump attack does knock one of the prone as well.
Yeah, prone against the wall. Yeah, that's what I said. Mm-hmm. I mean, basically what prone means is it takes them time to move, really, right? So, yeah. But yeah, Nori, you're no longer in the forest anymore. You're in an alleyway full of like very fancy buildings. Like the lighting changes, the atmosphere changes, the pressure changes, the like humidity changes. Everything is quite jarring. The light, obviously, level. To your back, there may or may not be people.
3 people.
Probably. As far as you can tell.
I should probably mention this when Nori got into combat, but I'm pretty sure within the last 24 hours of game time, I had cast this. Basically, keeping everyone on their toes and effectively giving effort to initiative.
Is that the right ability?
Yeah.
Is this how you're manifesting your hindered intellect rolls? Because that's not quite the right ability.
No. I'm just saying if we're about to do any initiative for getting into combat.
Okay, but you're talking about a different ability.
Sorry?
So I think you're talking about your weird battle drills ability, and you have posted knowing the unknown.
Oh, you're correct.
And I am making the joke about I think this is your dumbness manifesting.
Yeah. I definitely clicked the wrong button.
That's okay. It's just both me and Alexander looked at each other. It's like, wait a minute.
It's like, no. I know what ability I mean. I just can't read words.
I knew the one you meant, don't worry. It was just funny. Yeah.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I've done this recently enough.
So,
either last session
yeah, as I said, it's worth keeping that in mind as well, because Obviously, a few moments pass. I think you can make your presence known to Nori if you wish to do so, or you want to keep quiet. Please decide now by saying, "Hey Nori," or whatever you would say in this exact moment. There is not time for anyone to do any actions. There is time to make themselves known to Nori or not. And that is your choice.
Nori!
So, Nori, it's now up to you how you respond to someone screaming Nori behind you. A familiar voice, of course.
Well, do I recognise? Yes, I'm going to say, is that a familiar voice? Then I'll just scream out, "Heart Piercer!"
Unless Myr'ra chose this particular time to do an accent, like impression.
Something really French. Nori!
No.
So, Le Hat Piercer.
See, accent, like I was this close to doing the disguise thing.
Right. Okay.
But when Lockheart was on his own, might as well.
Yeah. So Nori, you shout "Heart Piercer" to the group. Obviously, you guys can then lock eyes, and I think any of you that were involved in the kind of caretaking of the dead in that initial step will recognise, that's somebody from the tunnels. Depending, and you can choose how well or not you recognise that body, because I'll leave that up to you, how important that moment was to your characters to clock a random person, because you lost a lot of people during that. So, I'm not saying one stood out.
But yeah, they were the first wave.
Yeah.
I feel like they were the ones we were most. We've literally failed our mission. The first one.
Clarify, was that one of the ones killed by the Falkwin or by the Harpers?
You're not. Initially, you weren't sure because it was like stampede of people, and then there was a whole bunch of people dead. And then you brought them in, you looked them over, and they had wounds. Like very distinct wounds. So yes, this was one of the people. I don't remember if I said this last time or not. That was too long ago. That was what in the first third of the fourth arc. It sounded very Tolkien. In the first third of the fourth arc, Galadriel fell over. So yes, you've at least got an opportunity to say you can recognise him or not if he wasn't important enough. But yeah, he seemed to be one of the victims of the Heart Piercer. You didn't do anything to investigate those bodies beyond check for wounds, though. It's not like you magically scanned them or anything like that. You weren't really that suspicious at that point, I guess, in the journey. It was more a case of as things unfolded, things got weirder and weirder. But that person definitely was wrapped in some kind of shroud of some kind. I believe that's how you dealt with them and just did what you could to give them some semblance of peace at the time. So the seemingly Heart Piercer, clutching their shoulder, that's bleeding down their outfit, holding the very, very shiny blade in their hand, kind of lumps forward onto his feet and looks kind of down the alleyway at the four of you in a line, looks down to his blade that's now dripping with his own blood as it's running down, and then he just kind of smirks and goes, this will be fun. And that's where we end. So what would you like to
I knew we'd find him eventually.
Any thoughts on suggestions for names? Yeah, I do have that image of just Falkwin saying duck and then launching a fireball down the alleyway. It's I didn't ask how wide the alleyway was. I said I cast fireball. Sorry, fire bloom. Legally distinct fireball.
I believe I refer to it as combust.
Yeah.
I should find a more aggressive sounding thing to shout.
Kaboom.
Boom. Boom is good. Boom is good. I like this one. I'm proud of this one.
Your mother was a Farron.
For cycling this. Whether it was a failure, it inflicts psychotic damage.
It's mostly just your memories of that fight that you're sending to them. Look what I had to go through. It was horrible. Yep. In the Monday game that I ran, the Starfinder one, like one of the early sessions was called just a step to. I was a step to the left, and then like, God, it must have been like 2 years later or something. There was a jump to the right session. It was like time travel nonsense, so the time warp was quite elegant. It was quite fun.
What was the funny thing I said just there?
What was that? What funny thing I said? What? Your
That's how you spell that. Oh well.
So we got suggestions for the session titles thus far are Beardrin. Super on topic, obviously. Heart Piercer Perceived, Into the Woods. Just a step to the agony. From happiness to heartache and back. I think I'll put in one of those.
Yeah, it is an Into the Woods reference. That's what the princess said.
What was the thing I said that Chris made a joke about it being able to do the session title?
That was the don't open our mouths right now, I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good line, to be fair. It really tickled me. It's such like a... It was said in the spirit of the dumbness as well, right? Because it was so matter of fact, like... It reminded me of, I don't know if anybody's seen the Street Fighter movie from way back when with Kalli, but when like they're invading and like, I can't remember the character's name, honestly it's Zangief, says like they're watching on the secret evil layer camera that all the UN forces are invading, goes, quick, change the channel! Because that's his way of saying, oh god, we're being invaded.
Yeah. Just a look.
Yeah, it was so good. Right, so we've all got Beardrin, Heart Piercer Proceed, Into the Woods, Just a Step to the Agony, From Happiness to Heartache and Back, Heartbreaker, When You Go Out Into the Woods Today, Don't Split the Party, and YA Fantasy.
Oh, very good.
But yes, pop in your votes, and we shall carry on.
Oh, actually, I think hopefully I've got next week's one.
He's just putting it in here preemptively.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Is there a YA book with heartbreak or something related?
There must be.
There's got to be.
Like,
there used to be, my wife used to have a full series of books called Heartbreak something, and I'm trying to remember it.
Is it Heartbreak High? That weird.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Heartbreak.
I've also now just got like
rings a bell for some reason.
My brain just went to like Heated Rivalry.
It's
different. The title for Heated Rivalry is Heartbreak.
Very much so. Oh, that was a good show.
I didn't get around to see it.
It's quite good.
Yeah.
I kind of cried at the end. It was quite emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The books are also quite fun.
No, I've heard they're very good for that reason as well. Wasn't expecting to like it as much because it got a lot of hype around. Yeah.
Agreed.
But no, it was good. Okay, well, I think if there's, we're missing a vote, I believe. Who has?
Yeah, mine.
So we've currently got 2 for...
Maybe the first time I have to abstain from voting, because I've got a very particular idea of what the type of thing I want to vote for is, and none of these are that.
I see. I mean, if you weren't voting for It's Just a Step to the... then we know the winner.
Then it's going to be,
But yes, obviously, if you do think of what that is at some point.
My issue is my ideal title is one that does not spoil the fact that Heartpiercer is involved.
Okay.
But gives lean towards it, potentially with some young adult fiction reference.
You could do the needle stab it with the pointy end.
That could be interesting. Sticking with the pointy end.
I mean, there's also, let's just make it even more complicated. We're not there yet. I feel like that might have to be saved.
Closure. Yeah.
Like we're potentially on the way to that.
I don't think I could call Game of Thrones young adult fiction though. I'm gonna.
I was trying to think if there was a Buffy version of it, but I couldn't remember it.
No, I think that means Heartpiercer perceived as the winner. Got the 2 votes. Goals.
I feel like something should have moved.
I mean, I feel that every time we play. But just let me know how many question marks I'm adding to places.
Do we actually have a goal?
Somebody got confirmation on Nori's. We knew mostly, but Nori's dad has Len.
Yeah.
The black eyes.
Stop the Heartpiercer, I guess, is still an active goal. We have not achieved that, but we've certainly made progress on it.
We do have the wood, but we've got to take it back, I suppose.
Yeah, I feel like that's complete once you've dealt with that.
Getting wood, I marked that as a half done last week. So that next step.
That's good. Well, we can teleport it to Margot's bedroom.
Here's a bunch of firewood, Margot. Please make sure it gets to Halcyon, please.
Yeah.
She would know Goldleaf when she saw it. I think she would probably not.
If we offered her some of it.
So.
Well, I think she'd have really fun with it, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. How does Nori feel about their heritage? Do you feel that's complete? Or do you feel you have more questions? How do you feel about that? Because obviously we can't really answer that. It needs to be how you feel about the goal.
I don't think I can ever answer it now. Unless I find who ultimately made the deal with my dad. That's the only thing that's bothering me.
Well, that does narrow it down to 7 people.
Yeah. And we've already probably asked 3 of them.
Well, that makes it even easier. That's 4 left on the board. It's only 4 people you have to ask.
How many are not on the other continent?
That's what I was just about to say. We're travelling to the other continent soon, aren't we?
True.
I guess so. If we ever get this airship up and running. Yeah, that's definitely a thing we're doing, right? You start a session or a story arc by telling them they can get a cool skyship, and then they do everything they can to not get to the skyship. But yeah, so I mean,
now if you put it on Dinosaur Island, if you told us we had to get back,
you can just fly it to Dinosaur Island. You're in charge of the mission. You don't need to go to Felix at all. You just should. But yeah, in terms of that goal though, was that goal to learn if he was a Barlen or not, or was it to learn what his deal was? Was it to learn I guess that's the thing you need to answer, right?
I think watching what Myr'ra goes through every time she changes, I think there's a fear in Nori that there's something that's just around the corner that hasn't taken effect yet, that I just don't know about. So yeah, maybe I would want to know that. And the only person to get that from is from my dad, from the person that made the deal with. Is it enough to know that my dad did make that deal, and maybe some of these things are from that effect? Maybe it was to live longer. Maybe it was to be accepted by the... I will never know that. So, is that a problem? Honestly, I think it would be.
I mean,
for Nori, I think it would be.
I mean, it could be a new goal. Learn your dad's deal, because effectively, if you're taking the Heartpiercer at their word, at their memories, it seems. I mean, granted, they could have been lying to you, but they seemed quite open about that stuff. So it's up to Nori if they believe that or not, but I feel like you could resolve investigate my heritage and replace it with work out what deal was made, if you wanted. But it's up to you if you see that as separate or if you think it's all one big
if you're happy to do that, then yeah, I'm quite happy to change that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how else I would read investigate my heritage, because I feel like if you're willing to believe the Heartpiercer on this, then you've complete that, right?
But I don't think it's even from the Heartpiercer. I think we've known it for a while now. But now that I've seen through his eyes, yeah, I would now... Yeah, I'd be happy to close that one then.
Yeah, cool. Feel free to pop that into the goals chat.
Another one.
And just write that you've closed that one, and then that your new one is blah blah blah. And as I said, one day I will update this. I was actually, so brief aside, I was looking at, is it Microsoft Forms or whatever it's called, and it lets you make little columns for people, and you can move little blocks with things in them, and it's such a nice visual way to represent possibly goals, which are like in progress, in the bank, complete. And you can actively just drag and drop stuff over really, really elegantly. I was looking at that and then didn't bother doing anything with it. Busy. But that's something I might look into, because it's quite visually pleasing and doesn't involve trying to scroll up and down a Discord. It is just, here's a little bucket that you're making, and then you're putting stuff in that bucket, as it were, and then moving it around. And you can name them, like, as I said, complete goals, pondering goals, etc. So, yeah, but that's
updated then.
Cool. And anything else for anything else? Andy adding goals? Andy thinking they've complete any others? Anybody?
I feel like maybe we should have one about Half-Elven and the Myr'ra. But
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. But I suppose the end goal of that is just find Half-Elven.
Yeah, it is kind of tied into that, right? Like, it is helping. So, if that's the case, there's obviously a point of XP for every day for the investigate my heritage, right? Everybody gets a nice wee point of XP for that. If we're not adding any more goals, then wrap up chat we can start with, and let's start with Lockheart.
Eminently glad that was not Lockhart on his own. Lockhart, very good with people around. It's squishy, isn't it?
It's like, God, I've never spoke to myself for this long of time. Am I this awful?
If there's things to be done, other people do things, don't they?
Where are my minions?
Hey, said the minion. So I was glad that they were able to get in, and I loved how swingy the 1s and 20s were.
Oh yeah. What a roller coaster. High drama.
And I think I was actually quite surprised how well Nori was doing, because we struggled a lot with the Heartpiercer initially.
You weren't there, were you, for the session where they were fighting the cats on the roofs? You were there for the follow-up?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, so you haven't seen how badass Nori actually is solo. Yeah, Nori's really well designed for fighting, especially solo.
Yeah. That's why you want to be with Nori. that he can solo fight it. And it's to finally come face to face. Like we were thinking about, I very much did think, can we take the blade thing? But I was like, no, it just sort of disappeared on us last time, so it's not like we can even hold him back with that. But it was good to see that clearly with the rest of us, we might be able to get him a bit.
I mean, Nori's done a lot to this guy already. Enough that it seemed to shatter whatever he was doing with Nori.
And yeah, I mean, it would have been kind of funny to see what Petra would have thought of the whole situation. It's a good plan to leave them back there. And a lot of good one-liners, a lot of good, or hope a couple of good clips from this one as well. I'm stupid right now.
So good.
So, I say, looking forward to Heartbroken next time. Where we get it.
Yeah, no, it's good. Just nice to be back as well in general. I think that was nice. It's been a wee while, so it was nice to feel like we hit with a lot of gasoline, as it feels like. Falkwin?
Yeah, this was good. It's always good seeing Nori shine, because I feel like, Chris, you've got sometimes a tendency to maybe melt into the background a little bit and let, I guess, particularly like me and Hannah and Kalli and sometimes Alexander just kind of control the scene sometimes. But it was very fun to see, to see a Chris episode.
Thank you.
I'm still, with the whole situation, I'm still in my head thinking, is this Heartpiercer's lair? Is this where Heartpiercer has been hiding? Because at the moment we're in the forest and there is Heartpiercer. Thus far, no explanation. There's going to be deeper stuff there, I'm sure. So I'm looking forward to digging into that. I always, the fight is fun, but I'm always more interested in what leads up to the fight and then the post-mortem after the fight and what we can find out and explore and dig up. So, fun things in the future.
Yeah. Myr'ra?
Oh my goodness, so much fun. Really enjoyed the little catch-up at the beginning. The Myr'ra I'm excited about. Glad we got a bit of Myr'ra, even if I forgot how it works. I agreed. I loved all the Nori stuff. I really enjoyed the cutting back and forwards. That felt very cinematic.
Thank you.
In that we were just sort of bumbling through the forest and Nori's fight for his life. And I was like, la 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 la, oh, trees. The architecture. Look at the Art Nouveau. Found all of the visuals of, obviously, the flashback in Bridge Over Whitewater and then the Heartpiercer's victims, all appearing very spooky. Big Nori episode, lots of fun. Very excited to see what happens next.
I feel very victim of Heartpiercer currently as well, with the way the visuals have been for this bloody crest on this top. It's just showing a massive field, professorial, but or professorial, sorry. But yes, Nori.
Good session.
First of all, well done so far in not dying.
Yes, and I've spread my points out well here because I'm not far away. So it's getting awful close. So you're coming into this at the right time. I'll tell you that right now. You broke my heart. Watching me family being killed all over again. This sadness, but yeah, it's great that this is coming to a conclusion. Or is it? I mean, I don't know his powers or what's going to happen here. All I know is I'm out for vengeance. Nothing would have stopped Nori here. His life doesn't matter. This is what I'm all about at the moment. What happens after this is an interesting story for Nori. But the fear that this guy's been chasing him, the loathing, the hatred,
yeah, it's been your main drive,
the
really,
answer
for Nori, right? Like it's,
yeah.
And I mean, both for Nori's fiction and for you as a player, right? Like from way back in Arc 1, all those years ago.
Always looking out for a clue. And what's even scarier is that bloody mirror. What could come out of that mirror? Yeah, I believe you. But no, a good episode. It's good to be back. It was good to have a distraction. Thank you all for that.
Likewise, I thoroughly enjoy the nice little escape into this world with you all. It's always fun. And yeah, excellent performance just in general. Like we've seen, obviously, you fight the Rakishan, like Whiskers of the Empire assassins and things previously, and you held your own quite well against like a one-on-one fight that took, I think, 3 people to fight the other one. So yeah, I think with your combined might, I don't really see the Heartpiercer lasting too long if you all do well. We'll see how the swingy dice rolls happen next time as well, because my gods. Yeah. Like, I don't ever really feel there's an appropriate time for me to just offer intrusions. Like, I feel like that's one part of the system I don't really get a chance to engage with, because at the precisely dramatic appropriate moments, you get them anyway. So, it's excellent. Absolutely excellent. What are your thoughts as a group then on awarding the extra XP?
Yeah, it's got to be Feels like one of the easy.
But again, my own thoughts were dealing with better is tougher than fighting a battle.
I mean, yeah, I feel you with that.
What do you mean, my new baby sister?
That's probably my point exactly.
Oh, it's so good. I love the weird relationships everyone has with Better, both as players and as characters. It's quite funny. Despite the lack of screen time that they've had with people. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I'm so excited.
That's their mortal enemy.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Ignysera and Better next.
And awkwardly talking about
and she's
why
only,
you
what, 5 days old?
Like, not even.
Yeah.
Like, it's like 2. Yeah,
I'm
it's
putting some travel time here and there, but
yeah, it's not long at all, to be fair. But yes, I totally agree. I think Chris is definitely the recipient of that XP for sure. So feel free to mark that on your sheet. And yeah, I'm super eager to see us all maybe resolve the Heartpiercer storyline next time, maybe. And who knows, maybe Ignysera will be around to join in also. Who knows? We'll need to see how that plays out also. Did you have any other thoughts there? Sorry, Sean, I think I cut you off a bit.
Yeah, I just had a thought. If Hannah and Better have a like big sister little sister relationship, I can definitely imagine Ignysera and Better being like your older cousin's child kind of thing. Like Ignysera like having a cousin whose child is Better. Like this kind of like
yeah, beard
big sister, big cousin, but
I'm honest, I think my favourite thing that came out of this session might be Beardrin. Like, it's just the idea of, because you've got like Quilburn, who's the eccentric side of that line, right? And then you've obviously got Brandrin, who's like quite, handsome and charismatic, and more like in about the people, as it were, and a lot more humanoid rather than dragony, compared to his brother. And I love this idea of this weird in between awkward guy called Beardrin. Like, and what's his whole bag? So we need Ignysera to explore that family more, for the sake of all of our fun. But yes, thank you all for playing. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Maybe Beardrin can be the prosecutor trying to chase after the Laugh from Glass mafia.
Maybe, exactly. Yeah, maybe he's like the lead on that. Maybe that's one of his jobs. He's some kind of beat cop type detective, like, or I don't know, washed up detective / turned PI. Who knows? Who knows what Beardrin is? I'll develop it off camera. But yes, anyway, say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good night, everyone.